What's up, YouTube? This is MathWiz97, and welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for Battleground. This show is set to be action-packed, and we're not pulling any punches right off the bat. We are kicking things off with the World Heavyweight Championship Triple Threat match. It is Samoa Joe and AJ Styles stepping up to challenge the Swiss Superman, Cesaro. I hope you're ready for this. And we await the arrival of the first challenger, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe, it was, of course, he's the man responsible for this matchup in the first place. Because last month at Payback, during the middle of AJ Styles and Cesaro's World Heavyweight Championship match, it was Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson who came down to the ring and interrupted it, caused the match to end via disqualification. But then who came out but Samoa Joe to pick up the scraps. And he left both Styles and Cesaro laying after a muscle buster. And of course, since then, Samoa Joe has just been a thorn in everyone's side. He made a laughing stock out of AJ Styles. Well, AJ Styles made mincemeat out of Cesaro following his match with Brian Kendrick. The Brian Kendrick, I'm sorry. But then it was on the last episode of Monday Night Raw where AJ Styles got a bit of payback. He was able to get some retribution against Samoa Joe after Joe's victory over Finn Balor. And speaking of AJ Styles, this will be his third consecutive pay-per-view where he is challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship. Could the third time be the charm for the Phenomenal One? That's what we're going to have to find out, as AJ Styles, of course, at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, came up short in the Fatal 4-Way matchup, which also involved Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. We already talked about his failure at Payback after the interference from Gallows, Anderson, and Samoa Joe. So tonight, AJ Styles, I think he might struggle to win this matchup, to be perfectly honest, just trying to gauge his current mental state. You'd have to imagine he's getting pulled in two different directions, because on one hand, he's got a personal grudge to settle with Samoa Joe after Joe cost him his world title match at Payback, but at the same time, AJ Styles also wants that World Heavyweight Championship, and that's why I might say that Cesaro is the favorite to win this matchup, if I may be so bold. Because with Joe and Styles, they've got personal history with one another, as well as their goal to win the World Heavyweight title, whereas Cesaro doesn't really have any personal history with either of these guys. He's just the champion coming in here to defend his gold. These two men are walking into his turf, into his home, and he's simply defending the fort, as it were. But hey, that's just speculation. I could be completely off the mark here. We'll just see how this plays out. Because here he is, looking as dapper as ever, your World Heavyweight Champion, the King of Swing, the Swiss Superman, Cesaro. And Cesaro, he's got his suit, but of course, there it is. There's the Swiss Superman that I'm familiar with. And of course, there's the prize that his two adversaries are going to be vying for in this matchup. The big gold World Heavyweight Championship. Cesaro had quite the journey to capture that title in the first place. So you can bet your ass that he will, dare I say, will give his life for that World Heavyweight Championship. He is the top dog on Monday Night Raw, the leader in that locker room, and Cesaro, you might have to damn well kill him to take that title away from him. Of course, he defended it in a Fatal 4-Way at Extreme Rules, so Cesaro is no stranger to multi-man matchups. But it was at WrestleMania where he defeated Dolph Ziggler to capture the gold. Ziggler, of course, has since been out with an injury. Whether or not Ziggler will return, that remains uncertain. But right now, Cesaro, I'm sure Dolph Ziggler isn't even a thought in his mind right now, because what he's fully focused on is taking that World Heavyweight Championship back home with him after this matchup. He walked in as the champion. Can he walk out as the champion? That's what we're going to find out as Samoa Joe straight out of the gate goes right after AJ Styles. So I guess it's clear to see where Joe's priorities lie. Maybe he's simply trying to get AJ Styles out of the picture so he can focus on Cesaro. Either way, Samoa Joe takes the firm upper hand in this matchup. He's taken down Cesaro with a devastating uppercut. Perhaps giving Cesaro a taste of his own medicine there. Vicious knees now to AJ Styles, but there's Cesaro looking to return the favor with an uppercut to the back of the head. And down goes Samoa Joe. Cesaro cracks the neck, just warming up a bit in this matchup. Trying to get a feel for his opponents, but wait a minute, Samoa Joe strikes back. Now takes him down with a snapmare, knife edge chop to the back. Follows through now with a kick, but here comes Styles. And Styles chops out the leg. Of course, we know that AJ Styles, one of his signature moves, that calf killer. And you can see AJ Styles perhaps looking to warm him up for it. At the very least, try to restrict Samoa Joe's mobility. Just a flurry of elbows to that knee from AJ Styles follows through with another one. As the world champ is back to his feet now. As Styles pulls Samoa Joe to his feet. And looks like we're going to see a bit of teamwork here from Styles and Cesaro. Well, that didn't last long. Samoa Joe just powers through it. Styles rolls to the outside. And now Samoa Joe lines him up for an enziguri to the back of the head. And a boot straight to the face. Cesaro trying to sit up, trying to gather his bearings. And Samoa Joe not going to let that happen. As the world champion whipped into the corner, AJ Styles trying to pull himself to his feet on the outside. Cesaro now with a counter boot to the midsection. And he's got Joe, European uppercut from Cesaro. Here comes AJ Styles with a missile dropkick, a springboard dropkick. Nice bit of teamwork there from Styles and Cesaro. Oh, counter! Cesaro might have been looking for one of those devastating uppercuts in the corner, but Styles caught him and dropped him. And now AJ Styles again going right back after Samoa Joe. AJ Styles wants to keep Joe out of this matchup just as much as Joe wants to keep him incapacitated. Look at this! A devastating, phenomenal blitz by AJ Styles. Samoa Joe rolls to the outside, and now Styles, he's got one for Cesaro. Phenomenal blitz! And the phenomenal one has got the upper hand right now. He's in control. It was Joe who started off with the upper hand, but now AJ Styles is taking his turn. But a counter by Cesaro. Cesaro with a rolling elbow. Cesaro not to be outdone in this matchup. Double foot stomp straight to the midsection. Gonna follow through with one of those kicks. A vintage combination by Cesaro. And now he's lining up Samoa Joe. Could be looking for another one of these European uppercuts. Springboard style. And he got him. He floored him with that one. And now it's the world champion who stands tall. Styles trying to stumble to his feet, but Cesaro looking to cut him off with the pass. He's got him. Oh, military press into a gutbuster. Devastating as now Styles spills to the floor. And now Samoa Joe, he's going to go for the ride, a cravat suplex. And the Swiss Superman, he's just tossing his opponents around like rag dolls. I mean, that's an incredible feat considering the size, the strength of Samoa Joe. But Cesaro, he is pound for pound one of the strongest men in this company, in this industry perhaps. But again, his strength is not his only tool. Those devastating European uppercuts, there's something you want to avoid. Look at Joe raking the eyes now of the world champion. And now Samoa Joe takes him down with a snap suplex. AJ Styles going to the top rope. But Samoa Joe is right there with a knife edge chop. Samoa Joe, oh wait, but a counter by Styles. Joe is trying to cut him off, but here comes Styles off the top rope. Hurricanrana, shoulders are down, legs are hooked. 1, 2, no. AJ Styles was a split second away from becoming the new World Heavyweight Champion, but Samoa Joe found it in the reserves to kick out. As now Cesaro whipped into the corner. AJ Styles gonna send Joe into the opposite corner, hits him with a clothesline. And AJ Styles is loading it up. Got Joe now with a clothesline. And it's AJ Styles who's operating on a full head of steam. Cesaro to the outside, but oh, AJ Styles with a moonsault off the apron. Just looking to make sure that Cesaro stays down. And now he's lining up Samoa Joe. AJ Styles springboard 450, but he missed. Samoa Joe had it well scouted. And now there's Samoa Joe with a flurry of strikes. As the World Heavyweight Champion has been incapacitated on the outside by AJ Styles. And now Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe. He sees his opportunity. And he's looking to put AJ Styles away. Hit him with 2. There's the trifecta, the Chimeraplex. Shoulders are down. 2. but Styles kicks out. The action has been fast and furious in this matchup so far, but look at AJ Styles now. Again, back to that leg. Back to the leg of Samoa Joe. And here we go again. AJ Styles back to these vicious elbows straight to the knee, straight to the joint of Samoa Joe. And if he can just apply that calf killer, who knows, he might be able to force Samoa Joe to tap out. That'd be quite a feat to force the Samoan submission machine to submit. Well, it's not quite the calf killer. This is the Muda lock. But AJ Styles is wrenching back on the legs and the neck of Samoa Joe. Is Joe going to tap? No, he's going to try to break it. And there's just the strength, the raw power of Samoa Joe. Able to force his way out of that hold. And now AJ Styles is going for the ride. A Uranagi slam by Samoa Joe, now off the ropes with a full head of steam. Running senton. Crushes the life right out of Styles. Into the cover, doesn't hook the leg. And that might have cost him. Styles had free reign to power out of that one. But Joe, nonetheless, was able to get a 2 count, and now a flurry of kicks. Very smash-mouth style, Samoa Joe. Unrelenting in his assault. As right now, Cesaro is down on the outside, and again, Samoa Joe bouncing him out of that turnbuckle, and now got him in another Chimeraplex. Could this be the finishing touch to this matchup? Are we looking at a new world champion in the making? 1, 2, 3, no! Styles kicks out again. And Samoa Joe, no wasted motion, calling Styles to his feet. And oh, but Styles caught the kick. Styles caught it. And now AJ Styles brings it in close with a grapple. Oh, and he takes him down with a cross arm breaker. AJ Styles now with a cross arm breaker. First he was working on the legs, now working on the arms of Samoa Joe. AJ Styles trying to get in whatever offense he can. Samoa Joe trying to power through it. And that's just what he does. Samoa Joe able to maneuver out of it. Try to soften up the pressure. And then Joe with just a flurry of strikes and then that devastating drop kick. AJ Styles would not have an answer for that. And now Styles dumped over the top rope to the outside. But look out behind you, Joe. The world champ is back. But Samoa Joe quickly recovers himself. A spinning back fist. Now a jab. Forearm. Oh, but wait a minute. Counter by Cesaro. Joe whipped into the corner. Here comes no counter. Samoa Joe caught him. Caught him mid-motion and dropped him. But a quick kick out by Cesaro. Cesaro showing some fight, some resilience. But Samoa Joe whips him into the corner. And Samoa Joe, no, counter by Cesaro. This time, oh, and a running drop kick by Cesaro. Joe's momentum coming back to bite him. And the world champion returns that strike with interest. As now off that European uppercut has got him. Grabs him by the nape of the neck here. And Samoa Joe bounced face first off that turnbuckle. And Cesaro, a devastating knife edge chop. Now Cesaro out to the apron. Springboard tope atomiko. Shades of the late, great Eddie Guerrero. Into the cover. Cesaro, does he have the win? No, just a 1 count. According to Samoa Joe, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Samoa Joe's got much more left in the tank than that. But Cesaro continues to go to work, continuing to wear down the Samoan submission machine. A devastating European uppercut. Joe staggered, but he does not fall. Cesaro again, that's 2. Nobody misses the 3rd. Samoa Joe able to dodge it. And now a jab, a back fist. Kick to the midsection. Swiss Superman whipped off the ropes. Joe ducks underneath, off the ropes. Oh, counter. Counter by Cesaro. Able to just clap the sides of the head. And now knee straight across the face. Straight across the face of Samoa Joe. And Cesaro, he's got the arms trapped. He could be thinking Ricola Bomb, but it's not going to happen. Samoa Joe powers out of it. Takes him down on the back body drop, and then a vicious knee right in the face. You saw the height on that jump. It's amazing he didn't break Cesaro's nose on that one. As now Joe drags him over to those ropes. And Samoa Joe gonna hang him out with a stun gun. And now Cesaro gasping for air. But Samoa Joe, he sees his opportunity. And he's looking to put Cesaro away perhaps. He's got him up on his shoulders. What's he thinking? No, instead, Samoa Joe just drops him. Evidently, Samoa Joe changed his mind. And there's a punch to the face, and we're going to see it again. We're going to see it again. He hit Styles with this twice. Now he's looking to put away Cesaro. But is he going to have any more effectiveness this time? Chimeraplex delivered. 1, 2. No, of course not. Cesaro, it's going to take more than that to put him down. And Samoa Joe, you can see he's clearly getting frustrated. But you know that he's got more tricks up his sleeve than that. But perhaps the frustration, the heat of the moment is getting to him. And the Swiss Superman is certainly going to capitalize on that. He's no stranger to these big match situations. And here comes Cesaro, a flurry of body shots and a vicious uppercut. Devastating shot there by the Swiss Superman. As Samoa Joe stumbles to his feet. And Cesaro, what's he got planned? What's he got in mind now? Joe able to hang on to those ropes. Hanging on for dear life. Oh, you're kidding me. There's no way he can do this. Not with Samoa Joe. There's no way Cesaro can do... Oh my God! You've got to be kidding me! Cesaro with the deadlift apron superplex to Samoa Joe. This man is inhuman. And now the hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. Unbelievable. Samoa Joe manages to survive that incredible display of strength by Cesaro. But Cesaro now, well, he's shown us his power. Now he's going to show us his high-flying ability to the top rope. No! He missed. No water in the pool. Samoa Joe able to roll out of the way, dodge that elbow drop. And now Samoa Joe putting his power on display. Powerbomb, shoulders down. 1, 2. No, he kicks out. Oh, but right, no, Samoa Joe. Incredible counter. Cesaro kicked out of the powerbomb, but went straight into a Boston Crab by Samoa Joe, and he's got it locked in deep. Cesaro somehow manages to escape, but you can see that took a lot out of him. An incredible combination by Samoa Joe. But even then, not enough to put Cesaro away. Uranagi slam now by Samoa Joe. And again, the frustration. Samoa Joe just cannot believe that he's not finished him off yet. Drops him with another Uranagi slam, and you can see that Samoa Joe, at this point, Samoa Joe's just blowing off steam. As the Swiss Superman dumped over the top rope, dumped to the floor. And Samoa Joe, you've got to be kidding me. Samoa Joe's got that look in his eye. Samoa Joe is looking to fly through the middle rope. Samoa Joe takes out Cesaro. Oh, wait a minute, AJ Styles now. He launches himself over the top rope. And just like that, Cesaro is down, Samoa Joe is down, and AJ Styles comes out of nowhere and takes control. What a sequence of events that was. And now Styles is uncovering that announce table. What is AJ Styles? He's looking to put Samoa Joe through that announce table by the looks of it. Samoa Joe trying to fight him off, trying to protect himself, trying to defend himself. But AJ Styles is a man possessed right now. As he bounces him face first off the announce table. Cesaro's out like a light in the ring. But AJ Styles is looking to put away Samoa Joe once and for all. You have got to be kidding me. Styles clash through the announce table. And Samoa Joe might just be dead to rights. I think he's out of this matchup for good. Let's get an instant replay on that. Just look at this. AJ Styles, the strength to lift Samoa Joe up there, nail him with the Styles clash, straight through the announce table. And like I said, that might be the end of Samoa Joe in this matchup. AJ Styles putting everything into that Styles clash. And now we're back where we started at Payback. It's AJ Styles and Cesaro. And AJ Styles could be thinking a crucifix powerbomb. No, wait, Cesaro able to roll out of it. Cesaro was able to slide down the back and drop him with a neck breaker. And the Swiss Superman now, he's back in this. He's back in business as he drops him with a deadlift gut-wrench suplex. Samoa Joe, he is out cold here at ringside. I mean, AJ Styles, not only did he destroy the announce table, he destroyed Samoa Joe. And now it's just Cesaro and Styles right now, picking up where they left off at Payback. As Cesaro lifts him up, gonna hang him upside down in the Tree of Woe. It's not a position where any man wants to be. And Cesaro's got him. Backstabber. A devastating backstabber out of the Tree of Woe. Into the cover. Shoulders down. 2. No, not even a 2 count. Styles showing some defiance right there, powering out at 1. But I don't know if that's the wisest move on the part of Styles. Every second counts to recover, but there's a massive clothesline by Styles. He didn't need it. And now Cesaro's in trouble. Massive kick to the back by AJ Styles. Now AJ Styles is feeling it. Telling Cesaro to get to his feet. Vicious knife edge chop. You could hear it. Hear it echo throughout the arena. And now it's just a slugfest. Styles and Cesaro trading blows back and forth. Counter by Styles. He knows Cesaro's style of offense all too well. He knows those European uppercuts. Had it scouted. And a bit of misdirection. Nearly turned him inside out with that clothesline. And AJ Styles is going to the top rope. AJ Styles looking to go high rent. Here we go. He's thinking spiral tap, but he missed. Cesaro had that well scouted. And a vicious clothesline. And just like that, Styles back down on the canvas, but Cesaro rolls through. Cesaro is looking for the air raid crash neck breaker. And that might put Styles away. Cesaro down into the cover. Samoa Joe is nowhere in sight. But Styles gets the shoulder off the canvas just in the nick of time. Unbelievable. These two men are just absolutely gassed right now. But somehow Styles found a way to keep his hopes of winning the world title alive. For how much longer, I don't know. Wait, Styles able to kick him off. Styles creates some separation. And now, looking to flood. No! Styles took a risk and paid the ultimate price. Cesaro met him halfway down with a Swiss death. Hook of the leg, 2. No! Styles kicks out again. How is he still doing this? How is he still in this matchup? Cesaro got him in midair with that European uppercut. But Styles is coming back for more. As Cesaro knocks him back into the corner. There's a vicious shoulder to the midsection. And no way to counter by Styles. Somehow he can still go on the offensive. This is unreal. That just shows the drive, the desire to win that AJ Styles possesses. That he knows that this is probably his last chance to win the world title. And well, goddammit, he's gonna give it everything he's got. Frog splash off the top rope. Hook of the leg on Cesaro. Does he have him? 1. New world champion 2. He's got him. No! Cesaro kicks out this time. And AJ Styles, just out of frustration, just kicks him right in the back. And AJ Styles, I mean, now just striking away. And we're back to this again. We're back to the slugfest. These two men are on completely even ground. No one is willing to give an inch. Meanwhile, Samoa Joe, still down, has not even stirred at ringside. Look at Cesaro. Cesaro has him in the ropes. Inverted Alabama slam. Is that going to do it? Will that put Styles away? Into the cover. 1, 2. No. AJ Styles is still not done. Cesaro. Look at the strength of Cesaro. Deadlift. Powerbomb. Into the cover again. 1, 2. Not even a 2 count. I'm in as much disbelief as Cesaro right now. How in the hell is Styles still going? Cesaro just got dropped with not even like an arm drag, just a straight up throw over the shoulders. And Styles got him with that Shining Wizard. Now Styles is on the apron. That's not where you want to be if you're Cesaro. AJ Styles, he's got him. Springboard, phenomenal forearm. Phenomenal forearm. We might have a new world champion. Styles the cover, hook of the leg. 1, 2. No. Styles. He got him flush with that. He can't believe it. 1, 2. And a kick out again. That was no fluke, Styles. Oh, and now Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe's coming too. AJ Styles, he's got to try to put this away quickly before Samoa Joe can recover his wits. But what? Well, I mean, we know what's left. The same move that put Samoa Joe through that announce table. Styles has to go for the Styles Clash. That's all he's got left. But there's no way. Cesaro's not just going to stand there and let him hit him with it. Is AJ Styles now. No, wait, counter again by Cesaro, able to block that forearm. Another European uppercut. Meanwhile, Samoa Joe. Precious recovery time on the outside. Oh, there's a vicious kick there by AJ Styles. And Samoa Joe is back to his feet. Samoa Joe climbing up to the apron. Styles. Oh my God! Samoa Joe can't even get back in this matchup. He gets floored with a spear. As AJ Styles ducked underneath Cesaro, the momentum sent him straight into Samoa Joe, and Styles telling him to bring it on. Let's finish this. Ducks underneath. Pele kick. A Pele kick by AJ Styles, and he's going to the apron once more. AJ Styles, I thought maybe he would go for the Styles Clash, but inevitably, he thinks that one more phenomenal forearm is going to do it. Springboard, no! That time Cesaro avoided it. German suplex, no! Styles countered the German suplex. Cesaro now trying to recover himself. Oh, but he's straight into the arms of AJ Styles. Takes him down with Oshigoroshi. Will that do it? Hook of the leg by Styles. 1, 2, no! Well, Samoa Joe has been put through an announce table, speared off the apron. I don't know. I mean, if these two keep going on like this, Samoa Joe will be able to recover yet again, but I mean, how much more do these two men have left? AJ Styles went for that moonsault DDT, but Cesaro dodged it and just floored him with everything that he had. A massive European uppercut in the corner. And now Cesaro trying to muster a finishing combination. He's got him with the Northern Light suplex into the Brain Buster. But Cesaro's not done. Cesaro wants to ensure that he can put AJ Styles away once and for all. Irish whip off the ropes. Springs him up into the air into another Swiss death. This crowd is electric, but Cesaro's still not done. He knows that Styles has kicked out of that before. But he's going to hit him with a move that Styles has not kicked out of. The neutralizer. And that's not a move that many men kick out of. Hook of the leg by Cesaro. 1, 2, 3. And this match is finally over. And at the end of it all, after that incredible, exhausting war, it is the Swiss Superman Cesaro who stands tall. He walked in with the World Heavyweight title, and against all odds, he is going to walk out with it. But Samoa Joe and AJ Styles, an incredible performance from all participants involved in this triple threat matchup. I mean, truly, Monday Night Raw's best, giving it their all out there. But at the end of the day, there's a reason why Cesaro is called the best. There's a reason why he's the World Heavyweight Champion. Because he can pull out performances like that. But just look at that sequence right there. Samoa Joe diving through the ropes. Styles was right behind him. And then I thought this was going to keep Joe out of the matchup for good. That Styles clash through the announce table. But Joe was not done. Because Styles and Cesaro would continue to go back and forth for so long, Joe had enough time to recover to make one last push to get back in this matchup. But it just was not meant to be. There, I thought that was going to do it, that phenomenal forearm. But here it was, Samoa Joe trying to get back into the ring. But Cesaro met him with that spear, and that shut Samoa Joe down for good, shut him down permanently. But here's another one of these amazing combinations, amazing sequences. Cesaro went for the German suplex, but stood right up into an Oshigoroshi. But even that would not put him down, and then this was the final combination that would do him in. Cesaro, Swiss Death, into the neutralizer, and it was game, set, match. It was checkmate. And the World Heavyweight Champion Cesaro, he will walk out of Battleground still the World Heavyweight Champion, and I gotta ask the question, who is going to take that title away from him? Up next is a match that isn't about championships. Instead, it's all about making an impact. Just over a month ago, Braun Strowman assaulted Ty Dillinger after his victory over Tyler Breeze, and tonight, Ty Dillinger looks for revenge against the Monster. This crowd here in Philadelphia comes to their feet for the arrival of the Perfect 10. And Ty Dillinger, this could be a make or break it match for him. of course, since he arrived on the scene back at Mega Main Event as a part of the new Superstar Initiative, scoring a victory over Tyler Breeze, Dillinger has been impressive. He holds not one but 2 victories over Prince Pretty. But, I mean, what really has stuck in his craw was what happened after his second victory over Breeze, which was when, of course, Braun Strowman assaulted him. Just seemed to pick up the scraps of whatever was left of Dillinger and just use him to send a message to the entire SmackDown locker room. And then, of course, it was this time last month at Payback that Braun Strowman assaulted Brock Lesnar after his defeat at the hands of Shinsuke Nakamura. So Braun Strowman tonight, I mean, the same goes for both of these men. They're out here to make an impact, to prove their staying power here on SmackDown. And really, it's just both of these men, they have a chip on their shoulder going into this. Strowman, of course, a former member of the Wyatt family, cast aside by Bray Wyatt. Bray, of course, had labeled him the failed experiment, and I'm sure that's not something that Braun Strowman has taken too kindly to. So tonight, Braun Strowman, he's not looking to pick apart the scraps of whatever's left on his plate, whatever's left at his disposal. Tonight, Braun Strowman is looking to score a big victory on the grand stage and do it all by himself, not coming out here to assault Lesnar after he was defeated by Nakamura. Not out here to assault Dillinger after a hard-fought victory over Tyler Breeze. Tonight, he's got Dillinger at 100%. And Strowman is just looking to prove that he is perhaps, you know, if you want to talk about him being the next Paul Heyman guy, to prove that he might just be the next big thing. Well, we'll see if that's the case or not. We'll see how he fares against Dillinger here tonight. I mean, Braun Strowman has certainly left a path of destruction in his wake. I mean, that's really all that Strowman is out here to do tonight, is just destroy. Well, Ty Dillinger rallying the crowd behind him, but Braun Strowman does not care. He does not care what these people think. He does not care what his opponent thinks. All Strowman cares about is causing havoc. Just destroying anything and everything in his way. I mean, what is Strowman's ultimate goal? It seems as though Strowman is merely out here just to take pleasure in the pain of his opponents. I mean, does Strowman, what is his ultimate goal? Wait a minute, here we got a cover. Got a cover by Dillinger, first cover of the match. But a quick kick out by Strowman at 1. But is Strowman looking to win championships here, or is he just out to end careers? What is his end game? I mean, that has been something that Strowman lacked for quite some time, and perhaps was one of the contributing factors to his, well, lack of success here on the SmackDown roster. But wait a minute, look at Ty Dillinger in the corner. Ty Dillinger firing up the perfect 10 punches, and he connects with the 10th and final, and sends Strowman down to the mat. Well, Braun Strowman, even before his recent, it seems as though recently getting in contact with Paul Heyman has helped him to perhaps find a new purpose, to put, because before I had described Braun Strowman as a type of aimless monster. He didn't seem to have much of a purpose. He was just out there to just harm his opponents, but there was really no end goal for him. Perhaps getting in touch with Paul Heyman, perhaps Paul Heyman has come up with some sort of a game plan for Strowman, given him some sort of direction what to do with himself. And that really has been the issue for Strowman ever since he was cast out of the Wyatt family, ever since he was labeled a failed experiment by Bray Wyatt. Strowman has had no direction. He hasn't known what to do with himself. But perhaps tonight things could be falling into place, and this could be the final. I can't think of a fancy metaphor, but this could be the final obstacle that Strowman needs to overcome before he starts to truly develop a dominant presence here on the SmackDown roster, as Ty Dillinger just got launched nearly almost across the entirety of the ring by Strowman. And Strowman just daring Dillinger to throw a punch, to come at him. And Strowman gets hit, but Strowman fires right back. Dillinger did not hold back on that forearm, but Braun Strowman, he's not about to hold back with this. Oh my God! Vicious punch to the midsection. That one took Dillinger off his feet. And now Strowman's got him by the back of the head, maybe even by the hair. and just stomping his face off of his knee there. Now Strowman going to drag him away from the ropes, perhaps avoiding a rope break if he's going to go for a cover. But instead, Strowman just going to walk all over him. Use him as a carpet. And things are not looking good for Ty Dillinger. This could be the beginning of the end if Strowman can take control like this. I mean, Braun Strowman, even though prior to this point he hasn't really been doing very successfully in terms of, you know, a win-loss record prior to this past month or so. But Strowman, even when he was losing, he was putting up very dominant performances. Back at the WWE draft against Sami Zayn, he nearly scored the victory there. And perhaps even more noteworthy, on an episode of Main Event, Braun Strowman nearly defeated the now former #1 contender for the WWE title, CM Punk. Now Strowman's got the cover on Dillinger after that splash in the corner, but Dillinger with the kick out. So Strowman, he has taken a former WWE champion to the limit, and Strowman has proved that he can hang. But I guess the question is, it's not just about going out there and looking impressive. You have to go out there and back it up. You have to actually get the victories. And that's something that Strowman has been struggling with recently. But now Dillinger, he's up there. Oh, no, wait. Dillinger with the counter. You had to think that Strowman was looking for a jackknife powerbomb, but it's countered by Dillinger. Dillinger with the strikes now. And Strowman backed up against the ropes, and Dillinger with a clothesline, sending Strowman to the outside. And this crowd is electric there behind the Perfect 10 in full force as Strowman stumbles, trying to push himself to his feet. Dillinger calling him on. Now off the apron, a clothesline to the floor. Ty Dillinger using everything at his disposal to level the playing field against Braun Strowman tonight, as Dillinger whips him back inside the ring. And Ty Dillinger's going to follow him in. Ty Dillinger's got him for a reverse DDT. Brilliant move there by Ty Dillinger, and Strowman is in trouble. Strowman trying to struggle to his feet, but Dillinger telling him to come on, bring it. Dillinger is not intimidated, not fazed by Braun Strowman, as he just nearly kicked his face in with that drop kick, then follows through with an elbow drop off the ropes. And Ty Dillinger to the corner. Oh, is he going to look for it? Ty Dillinger. The crowd feels it. They know what's coming. Dillinger, he's got Strowman up on his shoulders. Look at the strength of Ty Dillinger. Tiebreaker. He got him with the tiebreaker. Head across the knee. 1, 2. No! Ty Dillinger just hit Braun Strowman with his best shot, the tiebreaker. And Strowman still managed to kick out before the 3 count. And now Dillinger is frustrated. Dillinger's furious. He's going to go right back on the attack, zeroing in. Zeroing in on that neck. Dillinger has found his target. And now he's going to work, trying to do whatever he can to put Strowman away once and for all. But if the tiebreaker couldn't do it, well, then what can? Dillinger again trying to rally the crowd behind him. Try to perhaps compensate for some self-doubt that might be creeping in, as Strowman was just able to catch that attempted... Oh my god, and now a vicious clothesline. And this is the problem with Strowman. If you don't put him away quickly, I mean, Strowman, he will come back... Wait a minute. Dillinger's been busted open. Braun Strowman, with the force of those strikes, just busted Dillinger open, and now like a shark that smells blood in the water, Braun Strowman just targeting that open wound. As now Strowman whips him off the rope. Ty Dillinger is in trouble. Oh, a one-handed spine buster. Strowman just tossing Dillinger around like a rag doll now. And that might be the end of it for Dillinger. Ty Dillinger, I mean, he's already hit him with the tiebreaker. I don't know what other tricks he's got up his sleeve. But Strowman's still got plenty left in his arsenal as he takes him down with that elevated cutter. And now he's just going to drag him away from the ropes. Strowman's looking to finish him off. He's going to go in for the pin. And that might be all she wrote, as he hooks the leg on Dillinger. 1, 2. No, Dillinger kicks out. Dillinger's still got some fight left in him. And now it's Strowman's turn to get frustrated. Braun Strowman. I mean, I don't know how much of a fight he was expecting out of Ty Dillinger tonight, but for sure you can bet that Dillinger's giving Strowman his money's worth. So wait a minute, there's a counter by Dillinger. with a forearm to the face, now up to the middle rope, but Strowman's right there, and Strowman just ripped him off that middle rope. Dillinger took too much time. And again, Braun Strowman quickly snuffing out that small rally from Dillinger, and he's right back on the attack. And he's got him up again, and this time he hits it. Got him with that jackknife powerbomb. But Strowman's not done. We've seen this before. Braun Strowman, once he gets in this state of mind, there's no stopping him, as he's got him for another jackknife powerbomb. But he's still not done. Strowman picking him up to his feet again. And you have to wonder how much longer is the referee going to allow this to go on for. As Dillinger is defenseless right now. Braun Strowman, a third jackknife powerbomb, and the referee telling Strowman to back off. He's checking on Dillinger. And I mean, the referee might have to put a stop to this match. But apparently Ty Dillinger said no. Dillinger's not going to lose that way. There's now Strowman with a punch to the back of the head, or punch to the face rather. Now got him by the back of the neck. Oh! An inverted choke slam by Strowman. And now just one hand across the chest. 2, 3, and it's over. Well, you had to admire the fight from Ty Dillinger tonight. You had to admire his willpower. Refusing to quit, to give up. But at the end of the day, it was still Braun Strowman who walked out on top with that inverted choke slam. Just planting Dillinger face first into the canvas. I mean, and you just saw Strowman knew that it was over. He didn't even have to bother hooking the leg. Just one hand across Ty Dillinger, and that was enough. I mean, perhaps right there, Dillinger might have refused to let the referee stop the match, but the match was already over. I mean, it was just a formality beyond that point. So Braun Strowman, he defeats Ty Dillinger here tonight, and perhaps he has just cemented his place on SmackDown. The rest of the WWE roster has been put on notice because Braun Strowman, he's on the warpath. And Braun Strowman will back down, will stop at nothing to get what he wants. But what does he want? And coming up next, we're back to some championship action. This is for the tag team titles, as the Primetime Players will defend the gold against Heath Slater and Bo Dallas of the Outcasts. This time last month, it was Sin Cara who captured the United States Championship, being the first man to win some gold for the Outcasts. But tonight, Sin Cara might be joined by these two men. It's Heath Slater and Bo Dallas. And I gotta say, tonight, in the Outcasts sporting a new look, but Heath Slater, you can see he's pretty confident. Bo Dallas looks confident as well. I think that they know. They seem to be pretty confident that this is their night, that they've already got this in the bag. But if I were these two men, I would not underestimate the Primetime Players. Of course, the PTP originally won those tag team titles back at WrestleMania in a fatal 4-way tag team elimination match. They had to go through the Dudley Boys, the Ascension, and the team of Finn Balor and Hideo Itami, the former champions, to capture the gold in the first place. So the Primetime Players, they're no laughing matter, and if the Outcasts take these two men lightly tonight, well, then they're gonna watch their opportunities at tag team gold go up in smoke. As there you see, there they are, Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, the Primetime Players. They are fired up as they make their way into this sold-out arena here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And of course, the Primetime Players, I mean, they've had a long storied history with one another. Of course, it was around this time last year that the Primetime Players were enemies. That Titus O'Neil was the Intercontinental Champion, defending the gold against Darren Young after, well, I mean, these two men, they've had quite the history with one another, for better or for worse. But at the end of the day, despite all the struggles that they've been through, their time apart only seems to have made their alliance stronger, that they were able to properly recognize, or at least more so the case with Titus O'Neil, who's able to find respect for his partner, no longer sees Darren as just a weak link. And that is what, I mean, that journey arguably is part of what propelled them to finally capturing these tag team titles in the first place. But if you want to talk about a long journey, the Outcasts. They have been trying to move up the card for, well, the entirety of this past year. They have just been scratching and clawing to get a hold of any opportunities that they could. And slowly but surely, they've made a name for themselves on the Raw roster. But tonight, it's do or die. If they're not gonna win the tag titles here, then you might as well just kiss that momentum they've got goodbye, and you might very well say goodbye to any future opportunities at the tag team titles. I don't know. Do the Outcasts have it in them? It's the ultimate question. It's on everybody's mind. Who is going to walk out with the tag team gold? The referee rings the bell, and this matchup is underway. Darren Young and Bo Dallas are going to start things off. As we got a collar and elbow tie up here. A bit of chain wrestling between these two men, and it's Darren Young. Of course, Darren Young, his mat game, not one to be messed with. And you can see that Darren is starting off with the upper hand on Bo Dallas, and that's a smart move on the part of Darren Young. Placing himself in between Slater and Dallas to prevent a tag. And now Darren Young again, doing what he does best, and that's out-grappling his opponents. Oh, but wait a minute, Bo Dallas with a counter. Dallas now into the hammerlock. Seems as though Bo Dallas's technical game is not one to be trifled with either. As Darren Young now, he gets whipped into the corner by Bo Dallas. He bounces back and able to counter there. Now a knife-edge chop, forearm to the face. And an Irish whip. Darren Young perhaps looking to make a tag to Titus O'Neil. And indeed he does. So that we see the first tag of the matchup. Darren Young sending him off the ropes. Look out. Oh, big boot off the atomic drop. The reverse atomic drop, rather. And Bo Dallas was just floored. You see Slater just begging for a tag. But now the cover by Titus. There's a 2 count, but a quick kick out there. A desperate kick out from Bo Dallas. But right off the bat, the primetime players are not messing around. They're looking to make quick work of the Outcasts here tonight. As Slater now trying to get inside the ring, but the referee telling him to back off, and Slater has to oblige, doesn't want to get his team disqualified. That would be probably the worst way to lose your opportunity at the tag team gold. As now Bo Dallas. Dallas with a stomp straight to the chest of Titus. As O'Neil now stumbles to his feet. Oh, but a counter by O'Neil. Beautiful DDT just spiked Bo Dallas's face into the canvas. And now Titus. He's got Dallas up on his shoulders in the torture rack position. Titus O'Neil just driving the shoulder straight into the ribs, into the side of Bo Dallas. And Dallas now trying to crawl for a tag to Slater, but Titus cuts him off. And this has been a very smart plan of attack from the primetime players here tonight. Divide and conquer. They've kept Bo Dallas out of his corner. Oh, and there's a shot to the arm. Shot to the arm now by Darren Young. Oh, he was looking for a belly-to-belly, but Dallas was able to reverse it. But still, oh wait, neck breaker. I was about to say that Darren Young was still cutting off Dallas from his partner, but Dallas quickly changed that. And now Slater's been tagged into the match. Drop toe hold into an elbow drop from Slater. And now Slater sees his first taste of in-ring action of the night. Now driving that knee into the side of Darren Young's skull. And Slater, you can see he's feeling confident. He knows that he's in control. Let's look at this. Oh, no. An inverted Russian leg sweep there. Darren Young planted face first. Now the cover by Slater. 1, 2, no. Quick kick out by Darren. Just barely a count of 1 there by Slater. But Slater going to drag him to the center of the ring. And again, Slater going to measure him, line him up for another one of those knees. And Slater looking to make quick work of Darren Young. As Titus O'Neil, all he can do is watch on. As now we're going to see the match play out in the opposite direction. As now it's Darren Young isolated from his partner. And now off the ropes, straight into a double reverse elbow from Dallas and Slater. Titus begging for a tag, but Darren's not going to get there. Dallas cuts him off. There was a knee to the face, followed through by an elbow drop. And Slater, you can see him trying to get under the crowd's skin. Darren Young whipped into the corner. And Dallas makes a tag again to Slater. And again, Darren Young whipped off the ropes. This time it's a double back body drop. You can see the height on that one. And now look at Slater. Slater just mocking Titus. Titus is just reaching for a tag. But Slater not going to let it happen. saying not a chance in hell. As now Darren Young taken to the top rope. And this is a very precarious position for these two men. As Heath Slater, up in no man's land, could be thinking superplex, but Darren trying to block it. And indeed he does. Darren Young able to force him off. And Heath Slater crashes into the canvas, and now Darren makes a tag. Tag has been made to Titus O'Neil, and there's a massive shoulder block from Titus. Heath Slater just got taken off his feet. And now Titus O'Neil, he's bringing the pain. Titus O'Neil, like a house of fire, the Primetime Players find their second win. As Bo Dallas now, he's forced to watch on as Heath Slater just gets picked apart by the real deal, Titus O'Neil, who floors him in the corner with a clothesline. And again, Dallas trying to call out for a tag, but Slater doesn't even know where he is right now. Another massive clothesline in the corner from Titus. And now he's gonna hang him upside down in the Tree of Woe. It's not where you want to be at any point in the match. And Titus O'Neil, massive drop kick straight into the upside down Heath Slater. And Titus, he hooks the leg. Is that going to do it? One. No, just a 1 count. Slater showing some defiance. As now Titus is going to throw him back into that corner. What's he thinking this time? Titus lines him up for a couple of stiff elbows straight to the face. And again, Slater trying to roll over, trying to perhaps get to his partner. But Titus not going to let it happen. As he's got... Wait, no, Slater stuck the landing. Heath Slater stuck the landing. Now boot to the midsection, hooks the arms. Look at this, Heath Slater. Oh my God! A butterfly lung blower out of nowhere by Slater. 1, 2, 3. You've got to be kidding me. Heath Slater pulls off a butterfly lung blower out of nowhere. And that's it. The Outcasts have won the tag team titles, seemingly out of nowhere. I mean, Titus O'Neil never saw that one coming. And just like that, well, I guess it's fitting. A shocking victory for a team that many people believed that, I mean, they would never make it to this point to begin with. For those of you who might have thought that the Outcasts were a flop, that they would never become champions, well, Heath Slater and Bo Dallas, they've just proved you wrong. Dead wrong. Randy Orton has challenged Finn Balor to a Payback rematch, but this time, Randy Orton has demanded that Finn Balor bring the Demon with him. And Finn Balor has acquiesced. He said that he will bring the Demon to Battleground. But can Randy Orton handle it? The Rookie Killer, WWE's Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton, is making his way into this sold-out arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's ready for his rematch with Finn Balor. Now, the interesting thing about this matchup is that Randy Orton defeated Finn Balor at Payback, yet Randy Orton is the one who wanted this rematch. He wanted to fight Balor again, because Randy Orton, he recognizes some sort of potential in Finn Balor. You know, he had heard all the rumors that Finn Balor supposedly possesses this inner demon within him. But Randy Orton so far has been disappointed. So he said, Finn, if I'm going to beat you, I don't want you to hold back, because if you're going to hold back against me, all you're doing is disrespecting me. In which case, well, I'm just going to end you the same way that I've ended numerous careers here in Universe Mode. I mean, Randy Orton is quite the devastating track record. And Finn Balor has really struggled to come into his own as a single superstar. I mean, Payback was a clear example of that. He had this singles match with Randy Orton, and he came up short. Randy put him down with an RKO, and some people believe that Finn Balor had more in him than that. Some people were a little disappointed in his performance that night. So Finn Balor, he's been left with no other alternative, no other choice. If he wants to defeat Randy Orton, he has to rely on the Demon. And Finn Balor, that's just what he's gonna give us. Of course, the Demon within Finn Balor has been, I mean, I've heard rumors, I've heard stories. Everyone has just been anticipating the moment when Finn Balor would finally unveil whatever this mysterious monster is within him. And tonight, after months and months of build-up, we're finally gonna see it. Finn Balor. He truly is holding nothing back here in Philadelphia. There you see it. There it is. The Demon has arrived. And Randy Orton, now the question is, has he bitten off more than he can chew? I mean, of course, maybe I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. We don't exactly know what a little bit of face paint is going to change with Finn Balor, but that's not what it's about. It's not about just the look. It's not about the entrance. I mean, yeah, we'll definitely play some mind games, try to get inside Randy Orton's head, but for Finn Balor, this is a complete switch in mentality for him. For him, I'm just going off of speculation here based on what I've heard. Of course, I did talk to Finn Balor. Earlier this week, and for Finn Balor, he said that the Demon is it's not just a look, it's not just a gimmick. Finn Balor, like I said, it's a mentality switch. It's him releasing his restraints, as it were. Although Finn Balor, he also said that sometimes when he tends to enter this state, he tends to lose control. And that's often why he tries to not use it, but really, Finn Balor has hit quite a roadblock in Universe Mode. I mean, ever since he broke away from his tag team with Hideo Itami, Finn Balor just has not achieved the level of success that he was perhaps hoping to achieve. Some people believe that Finn Balor was a potential World Heavyweight Champion in the making, and he has not been showing that kind of performance. I mean, he just hasn't lived up to his potential. And you can see him just staring face to face, eye to eye with the Viper there. But perhaps Finn Balor now, I mean, truly he was left with no other choice. He could not defeat Randy Orton on his own, so he has to release his restraints. He has to give it everything that he's got. So we'll just see if that's enough. And Finn Balor, the way he spoke to me earlier, I mean, he said that he doesn't quite like relying on this power because, like I said before, he tends to lose control. But even then, Finn Balor, perhaps some people may speculate, Randy Orton himself may speculate that it's just all hype. It's just all talk from Balor. Can he truly back it up? That's what we are about to find out. It's Randy Orton. Well, Randy Orton clearly trying to play some mind games with Balor. And that's what this rivalry has been all about, the mind games. And here we go. No wasted motion. Finn Balor goes straight after Orton, but it's Randy Orton who takes the upper hand. Got him with a Thez press. And a couple of punches to the face, and now Randy, he saw just like a disrespectful kick there. Randy Orton's just mocking Finn Balor right now. Clearly he is not fazed one bit by that entrance, by this new look for Balor. But Finn Balor, that's the thing, he's going to have to back this up. We'll see just exactly what this demon is made of. And so far, Finn Balor, a little back and forth here. Randy got a couple strikes in. Finn Balor's gotten a couple strikes in. But so far, there doesn't seem to... Oh, wait a minute. Counter by Orton. Randy looking to create some separation, and now a punch to the face. Uppercut. Balor staggered. Oh, and now a counter by Balor. Got him with a forearm. And Randy Orton whipped into the corner. Here's Finn Balor with a running knife edge chop. Now off the ropes. Full head of steam. And a drop kick to the side of the skull. Finn Balor trying to get into that zone, trying to go to that place. But as Randy Orton has said over the last month, Randy Orton, he knows all about inner demons. I mean, of course, Randy Orton, some of his dastardly acts here in the series have been because of those voices he hears inside his head. The voices that tell him to destroy, to end careers. And that's what the Rookie Killer is all about, trying to stop the younger talent from coming up and surpassing Randy. And perhaps Finn Balor might just be another name to add to Orton's list, to add to the list of so-called rookies that he has destroyed. But Finn Balor able to counter that European uppercut. There's a punch to the face, knife edge chop, punch to the gut, and now drops him with a reverse STO. Orton planted face first. You can see him reeling off the impact of that attack. And now Finn Balor drops him with a DDT. And there's a running elbow to follow it up. Finn Balor bringing Orton to his feet. So far, Finn Balor more than holding his own against Orton tonight, but Orton Orton still keeping himself in this match as well. As now Orton picks him up to his feet, and he drops him with a snap suplex going into the pin. 1. No, but just a 1 count. Finn Balor quick to kick out. And of course for Finn Balor, does not want to show any sign of weakness in a matchup like this. I mean, after all the talk about all the hype surrounding his inner demon, I mean, he's got to back it up. Because if he doesn't, well then he'll just become a laughingstock. He'll just become a joke. And that is what Randy Orton is looking to do. He's looking to make a joke out of Finn Balor. I mean, Randy Orton, he tried to do so with Samoa Joe. He tried to do so with AJ Styles, and he failed. You see where Styles and Joe have gotten. I mean, they put up a hell of a performance in our world title match earlier tonight. Wait a minute, what a counter, what a counter! Randy Orton looking for that elevated neck breaker. Balor countered it into a DDT, and he almost put Randy Orton away. But fortunately for the Viper, he was able to kick out before the 3 count. That was quite the turnaround from Finn Balor, and now Balor is in control. Randy Orton taken down with the sit-out powerbomb, shoulders down, 2, but Randy again able to kick out. Just barely able to survive. But also, I mean, we've talked about Finn Balor, he's got to back up his words, but the same can, oh, a nice elbow to the back of the head by Randy Orton, able to counter whatever Balor was looking to hit. But for Randy Orton, he's talked a big game as well. And as I said, with AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, Orton was unable to back it up. He failed to capture the world title at Extreme Rules. So now Randy really is trying to use Finn Balor as a stepping stone, trying to get back into relevance by proving that he truly can go toe-to-toe with the people that he claims to be rookies, the people that he claims to be beneath him. And that is what this matchup with Finn Balor tonight is. He wants to defeat Balor at his best, to prove not only to the WWE Universe, to prove to management, but perhaps even to prove to himself that he is still one of the best wrestlers today. But Finn Balor still able to kick out, keep that doubt in the back of Orton's mind. And now Randy Orton pounding the canvas. He could be looking to put things away, looking to put Balor down with the RK. Well, no, instead went for a European uppercut. Evidently, Randy Orton tried to perhaps catch Balor off guard, but that didn't work out too well. As Finn Balor again trying to go to that place, get in that zone, as he drops him with a sling blade. And you can hear the crowd rallying behind Finn Balor, and Finn Balor could be on the verge of victory here. Could be looking to make short work of Randy Orton in this matchup as he drops him into the corner. Finn Balor has measured him. He's lining him up to the opposite corner. Shotgun drop kick. Randy Orton, the back of his skull, bouncing off that middle turnbuckle. And now Balor, you know what's coming next. Oh, but Randy Orton rolled over onto his stomach. You had to think that Finn Balor was going to look for the coup de grace. Looked to put Orton away once and for all. Randy was trying to get out of harm's way, trying to get out of dodge. But Finn Balor dropped him with that face breaker. And now Balor to the top rope. He's looking to go high risk. He is looking for the ultimate coup de grace, but he missed. Orton able to dodge, and now RKO! RKO from Randy Orton, hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3, no! Finn Balor kicks out of the RKO, the very move that defeated him at Payback. Orton is in disbelief, but Balor proves that he's not all talk. There is a little more to this demon than just mere appearance. Randy Orton perhaps getting a little frustrated there, but then again, Randy Orton, he's been in these high-pressure situations before. Although you did see there Randy Orton missing with a punch, Randy's starting to lose his cool. And that's one thing, while it can be his greatest weapon, it can also be his greatest weakness, that hot temper of his. But right now, Randy Orton has got Finn Balor up on the top rope, and look out below, superplex! A devastating superplex by Randy Orton, hook of the leg. 1, 2, no, not even a 2 count. How's that for defiance? How's that for resilience? Finn Balor powers out of the superplex at 1, and now look at Randy Orton, he is unhinged. Randy Orton can hardly contain his anger right now. And again, back to pounding the canvas. And now punches him straight in the face. Nothing technical about that. That is just pure aggression. And now a standing drop kick. Randy Orton, And again, back to pounding the canvas. Orton is frustrated, furious. And now Randy Orton drags him over to the ropes. He's looking to drop him with one of those vintage spike DDTs. And if the RKO didn't do it, maybe the DDT might. Randy Orton gonna drag him away from the ropes just for security's sake. And now down into the cover hook of the leg, but it might cost him valuable time. And indeed it does. Balor kicks out again. And Randy Orton continues to get frustrated, continues to grow more and more angry by the minute. And I guess we're going to see, is that going to be his undoing? Or is that going to be his key to success? Right now, Finn Balor with a Pele kick. Beautifully executed. He caught him right in the face, right on the bridge of the nose. And now Randy whipped into the corner. Finn Balor off that devastating Pele kick has certainly turned the tables in this matchup. Randy whipped out of the corner. Finn Balor off the middle rope. Sunset flip. Shoulders down, but not even a 2 count. There's some defiance from Orton. But Finn Balor again. Finn Balor trying to collect himself, compose himself. And there's a punch to the face. And he's looking for the lifting. Reverse. Bloody Sunday. But is that going to put Orton away? Finn Balor. Well, he's not even going for the pin. Finn Balor bringing Randy Orton to his feet. What's he thinking? Finn Balor's got him by the back of the head, dumps him to the outside, and here we go, full out of steam. Finn Balor over the top rope, suicide dive. Launching himself, risking everything for the sake of victory here tonight. And Randy Orton now, he's in trouble. He could be on the verge of defeat. As Finn Balor whips him into the barricade. Finn Balor doing everything in his power to make sure that Randy Orton will stay down for a 3 count. As Finn Balor jumps back into the ring. But not going for the cover. He doesn't think he's done enough, but Randy with a counter. Randy counters with a jawbreaker RKO. No! Finn Balor able to counter that one, and he takes him down with a sling blade. Finn Balor perhaps being a little careless here. Nearly gave Randy Orton another opportunity to put him away. But Balor was able to counter it. He did have the wherewithal to block the RKO. But if he gets hit with another one of those, it might be lights out. Finn Balor can't take too many chances like that, but he drops him with an arm drag from the top rope. And Randy's right in position. He's right where Finn Balor wants him. Balor to the top rope, looking to end it once and for all with the coup de grace. Double foot stomp to the midsection hook of the leg. 2, and wait a minute. Finn Balor just broke the pin. Finn Balor, he could have finished him there with that coup de grace, but he broke the pin at 2. This might have been a bit of what Finn Balor was talking about. Finn Balor, he said that he tends to lose control when he gets into this state. And you have to imagine that he would have just put Orton away right there with that coup de grace. But now you see the referee telling Finn Balor to back off. Evidently the referee looking to keep a close eye on Randy Orton, make sure that Finn Balor doesn't cause any sort of severe injury in this matchup. But now you can see Randy Orton. Randy Orton managed to counter back, but he's still furious. Now he feels like Balor's just toying with him. And Randy Orton looking to fire up, looking to show Finn Balor what he's made of. Snap power slam. Finn Balor planted into the canvas, but Orton is still frustrated. And it seems as though that temper's not going anywhere. He's stuck with it for the rest of this matchup. But that might just make this impact all the more devastating. Another spike DDT as Randy just looks out into this sold-out arena. And Randy Orton, well, you talk about Finn Balor going to that demonic place. Well, Randy Orton looking to channel his sadistic side. He's got Finn Balor up on the top rope. Don't tell me he's going to think superplex again. Again, Orton pounds the canvas, just doing everything he can just to vent his frustrations. A vicious uppercut. Well, that's not a superplex he's going for. Balor is out cold on the top rope. Oh, no way, no way. This is going to do it for sure. Randy Orton, RKO from the top rope. And it's over. He's done. Finn Balor, he might have kicked out of an ordinary RKO. But even with the Demon's power, there's no way he kicks out of this. into the cover. 1, 2, and 3. Well, I'll be damned. Finn Balor just kicked out of an avalanche RKO. Oh no, 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 no. Randy Orton, he's looking for the punt kick, but Balor able to dodge it. And it's for the better that he did, because no matter whether you're a man or a demon, you get hit with that punt kick. And that very well could be the end of your career. But Finn Balor now bounces him off the corner. Shotgun drop kick again. Another shotgun drop kick. Randy's down. And Finn Balor going to the top rope, looking at it for the second time. Coup de grace. But Finn Balor's not going for the pin. He can feel the adrenaline from this crowd, the adrenaline coursing through his veins. And even off the second coup de grace, Balor's not done. Finn Balor's got him for Bloody Sunday. And for the love of God, just pin him. Randy's done. 1, 2, 3. Well, if you wanted to know what Finn Balor was capable of, if you wanted to see his true potential, it was on full display for all to see in that matchup tonight. There you see it. A beautiful counter at the start of this matchup. But Finn Balor, I mean, he truly has proven. I mean, this was a matchup that I think both men absolutely needed. But perhaps Finn Balor needed it the most. Because if he could channel the demon's power and could not defeat Randy Orton, well, that would have been it. His career, I mean, even if Randy Orton didn't physically break him, physically end his career, mentally, I don't think there would have been any coming back from that for Finn Balor. But Balor, not only did he come back, not only did he defeat Randy Orton, but he obliterated him. 2 coup de grace and a Bloody Sunday. And Randy Orton, is there going to be any coming back from that for him? Or did Finn Balor not only mentally, but physically destroy him as well? Either way, there is your winner. And now it is time for the Intercontinental Championship match. Cody Rhodes, the grandson of a plumber, the son of the Hall of Famer, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, will defend his title against the Japanese strong striker, Hideo Itami. And Cody Rhodes, his reign as Intercontinental Champion, has come under quite the controversy after his controversial win over The Miz at Payback in that submission match. But this is not a submission matchup. There are disqualifications. There are countouts in this matchup. So Cody Rhodes, yes, he will have the champion's advantage, but at least for the sake of his morals, he cannot justify, going for a low blow, using the same tactics that he used against The Miz, because at that point, he will be taking the coward's way out. He will be getting himself disqualified, which, yes, he would retain the title, but from what we've heard from Cody Rhodes, he does not want to be a man to win in controversial fashion, and he feels as though all the controversy surrounding his victory over The Miz is unearned, because to be fair, it was a no disqualification matchup. Cody Rhodes did not have any rules to break. But tonight, he's not going up against The Miz. The Miz has had to go to the back of the line. Instead, tonight, Cody Rhodes is facing a man who set his sights on him, who issued the challenge a couple of weeks ago. And since then, Hideo Itami has had a bullseye on Cody Rhodes and his Intercontinental Championship. Itami certainly has been impressive, but we'll see here tonight if he has what it takes to dethrone Cody Rhodes, to take that prized Intercontinental Championship away from him, and for the first time in the series, become a singles champion. Of course, Hideo Itami is a former tag team champion alongside Finn Balor. He lost the WWE Tag Team titles in that Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Elimination matchup at WrestleMania. We saw the Primetime Players lose those titles earlier tonight to the Outcasts. So that was one title change on the card. Will we see another right now? Will we see another right here? Or can Cody Rhodes overcome the strong striker from the land of the rising sun and walk out with the Intercontinental Championship in the exact same way that he entered this arena? That's the question we all want to know. But the answer, we're not going to get the answer until this matchup is over. I mean, before we can even get to the ending bell, we've got to get to the starting bell. But you can see a look of intensity, a look of concentration. Hideo Itami is laser focused. Perhaps. I mean, Hideo Itami, we've seen since he made the move over to SmackDown, he has been quite impressive in singles action. And this tonight would be the culmination of those efforts if he could finally capture a singles championship. But there you see Cody Rhodes, he's getting in the zone as well. Cody Rhodes, he went through quite the journey to even capture that Intercontinental title in the first place. And since then, I mean, he's had to go through wars. He's been inside Hell in a Cell to defend that title. He's gone through the likes of Chris Jericho, Austin Aries, and The Miz. And now he's looking to add Hideo Itami to the list of challengers who have stepped up to face him, but who have ultimately fallen. But Hideo Itami looks to snap that trend. The referee rings the bell, and this matchup is underway. Itami went for a strike straight off the bat, but Cody Rhodes strikes first. Now drops him with a snapmare, and this is a very smart strategy by Cody Rhodes. Not only to slow down the pace of this matchup, but to keep things in a close quarters fight. Try to utilize grapples over strikes, because you're not going to win. You're not going to win a punch-out with Hideo Itami. That's just not going to happen. Oh, but Hideo Itami going to strike out of it anyway. Because, yeah, keeping things close, you might cut down the kicks. But it's not going to stop Itami from utilizing elbows, forearms. Yeah, that's the thing when you go up against a strong style specialist like Hideo Itami. I mean, there really is no excellent position, no recipe for success. Because, I mean, if you try to keep a distance, well, then he's going to hit you with kicks like he's doing right now. Try to keep things close, well, he'll still hit you with some close quarter strikes. All you have to do is keep him on the mat. Keep him in a position where he cannot strike you. As Rhodes the cover, but a kick out by Itami at 1. But Cody Rhodes, I would say that he has the technical advantage. If it comes down to I mean, as far as mat game is concerned, that is where Cody Rhodes excels. If it comes down to a battle of grapples, he will have the advantage there. But Itami's not going to look for grapples. He's going to look for strikes. As he's doing right now. A flurry of kicks in the corner, followed by a running face wash. As Rhodes is trying to gather his bearings right now, trying to pull himself to his feet. But Itami is right there to meet him with another kick. And now Itami again. Vicious kicks to the face. Really just using Cody Rhodes as target practice. As a running knee in the corner. Looking to take the wind out of the lungs of Rhodes. Drops him down to the mat. And now Hideo Itami out to the apron. Could be looking for some high fly in action. Springboard drop kick. Cody Rhodes is down. Itami, though, not going to go for the cover. Instead, he's lining him up. Throws up a pose for the crowd. And there's the love tap. Straight to the temple. Not much to deal damage, but a bit of mind games from Hideo Itami trying to get inside Cody Rhodes' head. As Cody Rhodes going for the ride. Up on his shoulders, but no, a counter. Able to block the attempted vertical suplex. And here's Rhodes running Bulldog. And again, Hideo back down on the mat. Cody Rhodes looking to fly. Tope Atomiko. And Cody Rhodes now, he's got the upper hand. He's just got to maintain it. There's a knee to the face. Well, Itami tried to block that, but instead, Cody Rhodes changes up his game plan. Hits him with a rocker dropper. And now, into the cover. 1, but not even a 2 count. A quick kick out there by Itami. But Cody Rhodes, he's dishing out some pretty critical damage right now. Drives the knee straight into the midsection. There you see, just pointing him out. Like, you want to cheer for this guy? This is the guy you're going to cheer for? And now Cody Rhodes throwing up a pose to the crowd yet again. And then you see a flurry of boos, of thumbs down from the crowd. They're not too pleased with Cody Rhodes' recent actions. So while Cody Rhodes, you know, at another time and place, he might have been getting cheered. Not anymore. This is a different side of Cody Rhodes. Is now Rhodes off the top rope. Moonsault. A moonsault to a vertical Hideo Itami into the cover. 1, 2. But no, Itami powers at it too. But Cody Rhodes is getting closer. Getting ever closer to that win. Ever closer to that 3 count. But you see again, just playing to the crowd. Just mocking them, mocking Itami. He's got to keep his focus. He can't let the crowd get under his skin. But that's easier said than done. And Hideo Itami found an opening. Cody Rhodes, he hesitated there for a moment, and now Itami floored him with that enziguri. As Cody Rhodes now down on the canvas, and this is not where he wants to be. Hideo Itami lighting him up with vicious kicks. Vicious kicks to the face. As Rhodes stumbles to his feet, but straight into the waiting arms, the waiting kicks of Hideo Itami, who got him with another trifecta of boots to the face. And after this matchup tonight, Cody Rhodes might walk out with a broken nose, because Hideo Itami now drags him over to the corner, a slingshot off the top rope. And now Itami scales to the high rent district. And he's looking to go high risk yet again. Cody Rhodes stumbles to his feet. Here comes Itami. Hurricanrana. And he's got the legs hooked, the shoulders down. Referee in a position. 2. But Rhodes kicks out. Hideo Itami is coming ever closer to winning his first Intercontinental Championship. But at the last second every time, Cody Rhodes rips that dream right away from him. As Cody Rhodes now dumped over the top rope. Oh, but a counter. Hideo Itami with a full head of steam ran straight into that Gamengiri. And now Cody Rhodes off the top rope with a crossbody. Wasn't able to stick for the pin. But it looks like he's not going for a pin. Instead, Cody Rhodes looking to capitalize off the damage he just dished out. Punch to the kidney. Oh, wait a minute. He's got it locked in. The crossface chicken wing. It's applied. This is the same move that he used to defeat The Miz at Payback. The same move he used to force Austin Aries to tap out at Extreme Rules. Can he force Itami to submit? No! Not by a long shot. Itami with a boot to the foot and a vicious elbow straight to the face. And Cody Rhodes was not going to be able to keep a hold of that submission after that. And now Itami dumps him to the outside, buying himself some valuable recovery time. But now Hideo Itami is looking to put it to good use with a full head of steam, launching himself through the middle rope. Cody Rhodes crashes into the barricade. And this crowd chanting, "This is awesome." Hideo Itami has fired up the crowd, fired himself up. And it could be only a matter of time until he finally puts Rhodes away. Could this be the beginning of the end of Cody Rhodes' Intercontinental Championship reign? Itami to the top rope. Look out below. Missile dropkick. Cody Rhodes absolutely floored with that one. But Itami is only just getting started, as Cody Rhodes just barely manages to stumble to his feet. And here comes Itami. Itami levels him with a series of clotheslines, sweeps out the leg, and down goes Cody Rhodes. He hits the mat like a sack of potatoes. And now Hideo Itami, the crowd behind him. Hideo Itami looking to do what he does best. And that's strike away. Vicious kick to the midsection. Got him with another one. And a spinning back kick. Rhodes has got no answer to this flurry right now. But Hideo Itami is looking for his ultimate trump card. Those strikes might be all well and good, but they're no good if you can't put your opponent away. But Rhodes able to counter it. Ducked out the back door. Dropped him with a neck breaker. And now Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes could be looking to finish him off. Dodges an attempted punch. And plants him with a dark matter. Hook of the leg. 2. No. Itami defiantly kicks out. And there's a boot out of the back just out of frustration. Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes now just taking out his anger, but those kicks are only going to fire Itami up. As there's a vicious slap again from Itami. Another one. Rhodes is in trouble. Hideo Itami launches him off the ropes, ducks underneath. And now Itami. Wait, no. Rhodes is able to block it. Rhodes with a knee to the midsection. And now scoops him up. Oh, straight into a crossroads. Out of nowhere. Cody Rhodes hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Itami is out like a light. Cody Rhodes got him out of nowhere with that crossroads. And it was all said and done from there. It was all she wrote. Good night, Irene. Good night, Hideo Itami. But wow, what a performance from Itami. Really gave it his all out there, Cody Rhodes. I mean, for a moment, it looked as though Cody Rhodes was on the brink of defeat. But of course, that's just the nature of a champion. You got to be able to come back in those clutch situations, in those tough times. You've got to be able to power through it and manage to come out on top, and that's just what Cody Rhodes did here tonight. And there's no controversy behind that one. Cody Rhodes, that's about as definitive as you can get. Right here, let's see it one more time. The move that finished off Hideo Itami, that crossroads. And Cody Rhodes will live to fight another day. He hangs on to that Intercontinental Championship. And at the rate that things are going, Cody Rhodes is not looking to drop that title to anybody anytime soon. Congratulations to Cody Rhodes. On the last episode of SmackDown, I said that there would be a blockbuster announcement at Battleground. And I have just received the notification from COO and Interim Raw General Manager Triple H. So here we go. The next pay-per-view event, coming to you live from the MathWiz97X YouTube channel, will be Cyber Sunday. That's right, folks. We're bringing it back, the most interactive show of the year. For one night only, you will control the show. Your voices will be heard at the Cyber Sunday event. So be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you do not miss this exciting, groundbreaking event. That's right, folks, we're bringing it back, Cyber Sunday. That will be coming live to you in just 1 month's time. But right now, we're going to kick it to the SmackDown General Manager Lita for part 2 of this blockbuster announcement. Some big changes are happening here in the WWE, and the General Manager Lita is about to give us an indication as to where things are going to be headed. And there you have it, folks. A new tag team championship will soon be arriving, be debuting here to Universe Mode. And it's a SmackDown exclusive title. The tag titles are being split, one for Raw, one for SmackDown. So hopefully this will give our new tag teams the chance to shine. And now we move back to some in-ring competition, my apologies. It is for the WWE Women's Championship. This is a triple threat match. It is Nikki Bella versus Brie Bella versus the champion, the Empress, Asuka. And the ultimate question of this matchup is going to be whether or not these two, the Bella twins, can cooperate. Because I feel as though, I mean, let's be honest here. Nikki and Brie, they just, individually, I can't say that they measure up to Asuka. The Queen of the Ring proved that. Asuka systematically destroyed them each in their individual singles matchups in the first and second round, respectively, of the Queen of the Ring tournament. And I mean, granted, they have had time to improve, but they'd have to improve quite dramatically since those matches back in January to really stand a chance here tonight. But ultimately, if you want to throw out any questions, any doubts, the ultimate way to overcome Asuka tonight would be to work together, to bring the Bella twins back together. But as we know, Brie and Nikki have their issues with one another. This past year has not been too kind to the Bella twins, both in terms of their singles careers as well as their friendship, their camaraderie. I mean, these two sisters, they've developed quite the sibling rivalry in the past 6 months or so. But like I said, tonight, if they really want to have a chance of taking down Asuka, the best way to do that would be to work together. But knowing these two and their egos, well, I don't expect that to be the case, but we'll see how things go. But Brie Bella, of course, the leader of the Divas Empire, she is not flanked by Summer Rae or Tamina tonight. They have been banned from ringside. So Brie Bella, she's out here to do this on her own unless she wants to work with her sister. But again, seems highly unlikely that that's going to happen. And if that does not happen, I get the feeling that Asuka is just going to come in here and really steamroll this one. I think that she might have the victory in the bag. She certainly is the favorite. I mean, Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, both former Divas champions, but, I mean, their title reigns pale in comparison to the track record that Asuka is quickly developing here as your first ever women's champion here in Universe Mode. Of course, Asuka, she won the title back at WrestleMania in the final round of the Queen of the Ring tournament by defeating Natalya and Sasha Banks in a triple threat match. So, again, there you have that experience in triple threat matches. Of course, Brie Bella, she won her first Divas title in a triple threat. Nikki Bella won her Divas title in a triple threat as well. So, I guess this truly is poetic that these three would be facing off in a triple threat matchup. They are well versed in the matter, but of course it is Asuka who most recently competed in a high-profile triple threat. And I mean, she had to go through the veteran and former Divas champion Natalya as well as the up-and-coming Sasha Banks to capture that gold. But honestly, Asuka has just been, I mean, no one can hold a candle to her. She has just been dominating the competition since arriving on the scene. And tonight, we'll see if she can keep up that impressive pedigree, if she can keep up this impressive title reign. Can she retain the gold against both of the Bella twins tonight? Well, the odds might not be in her favor, a 33% chance of retaining the gold tonight. But this is Asuka, so you might maybe have to fudge those numbers a bit. But there you see, that's the prize they're going to be fighting for. The WWE Women's Championship, the referee holding it high into the air for everyone to see. As Nikki, Brie, and Asuka look ready to go. The referee rings the bell. Oh, and there we go. Right off the bat, Brie Bella getting right in Nikki's face. And this isn't looking too good for the Bella twins. But Asuka saying to bring the fight. Oh, and Brie Bella, maybe she was playing possum there. Wait a minute, are these two going to work together? You're kidding me. Well, I did not expect to see this, folks. But I got to be honest, this is the best strategy to win. Work together. You know, a temporary alliance is nonetheless an alliance that will help you achieve victory. Asuka planted face first off that double team move from the Bella twins. Oh, wait a minute. Well, so much for that. This is more what I was expecting. That alliance quickly falls apart as Brie Bella attacks her sister Nikki from behind. And now Brie Bella with a forearm to the face of the women's champion, but here comes Nikki from behind. She got her with a bulldog as Asuka trying to come to, but Nikki not trying to give her any space. But you're only going to be able to keep up this kind of offensive onslaught for so long. As Brie Bella taken down with Hurricanrana, Asuka spills to the outside. So right now the women's champion is outside the ring, in no shape to protect her title from any potential pinfalls right now. This is the ultimate chance for either of the Bellas to get the win. But this early in the matchup, I don't think it's going to happen. As now Brie Bella dodges to the outside. Delivers a punch to the back of the women's champion. Oh, but Asuka caught the forearm. And a massive kick. A massive kick right across the face of Brie Bella. As now Asuka enters the ring, but Nikki Bella meets her with a forearm. Backs her into the corner. But wait a minute, Asuka with a counter. And here comes Asuka now with strikes of her own. You're not going to win a battle of strikes with Asuka, but here comes Brie again. Brie Bella attacking Asuka from behind. You've got to have eyes in the back of your head in a triple threat matchup like this. As Brie Bella whipped into the corner, Nikki Bella looking to get her some, but oh, she's going to pay the price. As Asuka's got them both in the corner, and now Asuka just going to use Nikki Bella as a battering ram. Taking out both of the Bella twins in one fell swoop. And now Asuka looking to go to work on Brie. Nikki falls to the outside. Oh, running hip attack in the corner. Straight to the midsection, and there's another running hip attack. Things are not looking too hot for Brie Bella as now Asuka out to the apron. Nikki Bella stumbles to her feet, but look out, another running hip attack! This time off the apron. And both of the Bella twins are just, oh, wait a minute! About to say they're both getting destroyed, but Brie Bella, with a massive spinning back fist, just leveled the women's champion Asuka. It's not too often that Asuka gets struck down like that. But now Brie Bella has got Asuka to the top rope. Oh my god, no way, no way! Bella Buster from the top rope! Is that gonna do it? Did Brie Bella just knock out the women's champion? 1, 2, no! Nikki Bella comes in to make the save, but wow, Brie Bella almost won the women's championship right there. But now, oh my god, Nikki Bella with a forearm of her own. These three women are just throwing bombshells now, not wasting any time and getting straight to the punchline. Is now Brie Bella up on Nikki's shoulders. What was that? What kind of a move was that? Either way, Nikki Bella has just knocked out her sister. Oh, but look out, here comes Asuka. Asuka with a flurry of kicks. Down goes Nikki Bella. And both of the Bella twins are out cold. You can see Brie stirring. And it looks like the women's champion is looking to put her in her place as the Empress takes her down with another kick. And she may have just secured her place on her throne. Hook of the leg on Brie. 1, 2, and it's over. Nikki Bella in no condition to make the save this time. And, I mean, there was no wasted motion in that triple threat matchup. These three women throwing bombshells. This was not a marathon. This was a sprint. But even then, I mean, you saw it. The Bella twins initially were working together, but it didn't last very long. And, I mean, you see the result. This is what I was saying. If they had worked together, maybe they would have stood a better chance. Not for the lack of trying, mind you. Brie Bella with that Bella Buster off the top rope. I mean, if Nikki was not in this matchup, maybe that would have done it, but we'll never know. It's all just speculation at this point, because there you see is Asuka just taking out Nikki. Brie was already basically unconscious by that point, and then there's a series of kicks for Brie as well. Asuka spared no expense in taking out both of her opponents tonight, and in dominant fashion, the Empress retains her title, retains her rightful place at the top of the women's division. And her title reign will continue for at least another night. Is anybody going to be able to stop this woman? Is anyone going to be able to dethrone the Empress? At this rate, doesn't seem likely. Coming up next, we have what will surely be an all-out war, a personal grudge match with foundations over a year in the making. Will Ambrose succumb to the mind games, or will Bray Wyatt be just another obstacle in Dean Ambrose's path to redemption? And here we go, folks. Dean Ambrose, the lunatic, is making his way into this Philadelphia arena. And Dean Ambrose, we know that while he's been wanting to get his hands on Bray Wyatt ever since he arrived to SmackDown, but there you see backstage, Roman Reigns keeping a very close eye on this matchup. I mean, Dean Ambrose, he knows that Roman Reigns has his back. Should Bray Wyatt pull any of his mysterious tricks, should the Wyatt family try to get involved or whatever have you, Dean Ambrose has got backup. But tonight, Dean Ambrose, he wants to do this on his own. That's why Roman Reigns is not out here at ringside. Dean Ambrose, I mean, he told Roman Reigns on SmackDown that he could handle Bray Wyatt on his own, that he needed to handle Bray Wyatt on his own. He needs to do this for, I don't know if it's just for a matter of pride or to gain some sort of confidence in his abilities, because let's be honest, prior to, I mean, that victory, that tag team victory over the Wyatt family at Payback was Dean Ambrose's first pay-per-view victory in over a year. The last time that Ambrose, prior to that matchup, had won a pay-per-view match, it was that fated encounter 2 years ago at WrestleMania when the Shield defeated the Wyatt family. And ever since then, Bray Wyatt has harbored a bit of a grudge against the Shield, and tonight, well, first, he's already taken out Roman Reigns. He did that last year at SummerSlam. And now tonight, Bray Wyatt looks to continue to, I guess, redeem the, I guess, make up for the scar that he was given by the Shield on that fated night at WrestleMania. Tonight, he looks to take out the second of three members of the Shield. Of course, Seth Rollins on Monday Night Raw. It's the only guy that Bray Wyatt can't get his hands on, so tonight he'll have to settle for Dean Ambrose. But Bray Wyatt, you can see, entering this pitch black arena. I mean, you've got the only thing lighting this arena is the cell phones in the crowd and that faded lantern. As Bray Wyatt, he's always Wyatt certainly is the master manipulator, as we have seen over the course of his Universe Mode career. I mean, his last year in Universe Mode was, I mean, coming off of that major loss at WrestleMania, Bray Wyatt certainly has turned his career around in a major way. A complete 180-degree flip as you go from Bray Wyatt, I mean, taking the loss at WrestleMania to now, I mean, over the course of the last year, he's taken out Roman Reigns, taken out John Cena, taken out Sting. And now, Bray Wyatt looking to add Dean Ambrose to that list, but Dean Ambrose straight out of the gate just unloading, unleashing a barrage of strikes. And this is what we would expect from Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose dealing with a ton of pent-up aggression, both from just, I mean, let's just face it, Dean Ambrose just does not like Bray Wyatt. He doesn't like the way he carries himself, doesn't like what he's about. I mean, Dean Ambrose just hates Wyatt. But on top of that, Dean Ambrose still dealing with, well, I'm not going to mention his name. That didn't go so well for me last time. Ambrose gave me a pretty dirty look when I mentioned his name, but you know who I'm talking about. The man who Dean Ambrose, oh my god, is Bray Wyatt just biting Ambrose right in the face. Well, this matchup certainly will not be pretty. It will not be one for the eyes, folks. But Dean Ambrose, not only does he just despise Bray Wyatt with every fiber of his being, but he's also got some leftover aggression from his rivalry with you-know-who. And you have to think that tonight, oh man, vicious headbutt there from Bray Wyatt. No love lost between these two men. And Bray Wyatt now just choking Ambrose out. The referee's going to have to keep a close eye on that. Wyatt does not want to get himself disqualified. That would certainly be a very anticlimactic way, but then again, Bray Wyatt, you never know with this guy. You never know what he's about. When you think he's coming out here to win a match, he'll hit you with he'll hit you from a completely different direction. You think he's going to go left, he goes right. You think he's going to hit you with a punch, he hits you with a kick. And Bray Wyatt, he's one of the most unpredictable men in this company. But Dean Ambrose is not much unpredictable about him. He is laser focused in one direction, and that is just the obliteration of Bray Wyatt. He has one goal in mind, and he will stick to it. He will see that he accomplishes that goal at any costs. Because right now you see Ambrose continues to strike away on the Eater of Worlds. As Ambrose now slaps him in the face off the ropes with a drop kick. Ambrose with a full head of steam. And Bray Wyatt, I mean, he's reeling right now, just gasping for air. As Roman Reigns keeps a close eye on this matchup from backstage. You have to think that Roman Reigns, he wants to see Ambrose succeed here tonight. Oh, but a clothesline like that. A clothesline like that will not do Ambrose any favors. As Wyatt picks Ambrose to his feet. He's going to rocket him into the corner. And here's Bray Wyatt. Just like a freight train, just slams into Ambrose with that splash in the corner. Oh, but he went for an axe handle to the back of Ambrose's head, but Ambrose able to roll out of harm's way. Got him with the headbutt. And now, wait a minute. Counter by Wyatt. Got him with a forearm, but Ambrose rebounds back with a clothesline. Vintage Dean Ambrose. And Ambrose, he's looking to kick it into a higher gear as Ambrose just unloading with these vicious, devastating punches straight to the face. You can practically feel the hatred behind those punches as the referee goes down, and Ambrose hesitated. Ambrose hesitated when the referee went down, and that gave Wyatt the opening. Wyatt got him with that straight punch to the jaw, almost like an uppercut. And Ambrose, just that split second of hesitation, gave Wyatt a massive opening, and you can bet your house that Bray Wyatt, you give him an opening, he will exploit it. There's Bray Wyatt again. I mean, he's a master of mind games, a master of getting inside his opponent's head, but he's also a master at dishing out punishment. A vicious tilt-a-whirl gutbuster like that might do it. 1, 2, but no, Ambrose just gets the shoulder off the canvas, but you can see a move like that will take the wind right out of you. Ambrose couldn't muster enough strength to power out of that one. Just barely survived. If Wyatt can hit a few more key moves like that, well, this matchup might not last very long. Now just look at Wyatt. You talk about Dean Ambrose with vicious strikes. Bray Wyatt relentless now. Dropping Ambrose down to the mat. Now up to the middle rope. Don't tell me Bray Wyatt's looking to fly. Bray Wyatt with a senton off that middle rope, but he's not done. Now with a full head of steam off the ropes, another running senton. Just looking to crush the life out of Ambrose. Down into the cover. 1, 2. But no, this time Ambrose powers out. Ambrose with some defiance. Bray Wyatt getting a little frustrated here. And again, Roman Reigns continues to watch on backstage, keeping a very close eye on this matchup, making sure that things go right down the middle. Wait a minute, but Ambrose shoulder to the gut. Now the shoulders are down. He's got him with a sunset flip. 1. Does he have him? 2. He might have him. No. Kick out by Wyatt. And now Dean Ambrose has got Wyatt up on his shoulders. Where's Ambrose going to take him? Ambrose got Wyatt up on his shoulders, dragging him over to those ropes. He's looking to hang him out on that top rope, drops him throat first. You want to talk about taking the wind out of you? That'll certainly do a number on you. As now Dean Ambrose has got him in the Ambrose stretch. A move that he got after several wars with William Regal. And Dean Ambrose now, no, wait a minute, counter by Wyatt. Wyatt able to roll out of it and just leveled him. Just shook him to the core with that vicious clothesline. And now Bray Wyatt's got him with a pump handle slam. And again, Bray Wyatt just looking to outpower Dean Ambrose in this matchup. Now got him with a boot to the midsection. And Bray Wyatt's got him by the neck now, just wrenching on that head and neck. Bray Wyatt, a very vicious style of offense, but Ambrose can dish it out as well. I mean, Ambrose, if he can take punishment, he's more than willing to dish it out. And that's certainly a devastating move right there, formerly known as the one-hitter. And now Ambrose to the corner. You want to talk about moves borrowed from William Regal. How about this one? Running knee trembler. But is that going to put Wyatt down for the 3 count? Hook of the outside leg. 2. No, a kick out again by Wyatt. Now it's Ambrose's turn to get frustrated. What does Ambrose have to do to put Wyatt away? And you can hear the crowd. Whenever Wyatt's in a matchup like this, the crowd just falls under some sort of spell. You can hear them chanting, "Bray's gonna kill you." As Wyatt now dumped to the outside, Ambrose is saying, "Nuh-uh, I'm not dying tonight." As Dean Ambrose, he's got that look in his eye. Dean Ambrose is looking to fly off the ropes with a full head of steam. No! Bray Wyatt cut him off at the pass. A vicious punch right to the face. And Ambrose, all that momentum works against him. It blows up right in his face. And now Bray Wyatt just tosses him. Just tosses him off that suplex. But Wyatt's not done. Now Wyatt is incensed. Dean Ambrose has awoken a fire. A fire that Bray Wyatt has kept locked away for quite some time. And now Bray Wyatt, there's nothing. I mean, Bray Wyatt is just tearing Ambrose apart right now. No hesitation. Just power shot after power shot. A vicious headbutt to the back of the skull. And Dean Ambrose gets tossed around like a rag doll. And Bray Wyatt again, just posing to the crowd. You know, Bray Wyatt likes to say that he's got the whole world in his hands. Might have just chipped a couple teeth off that massive knee. But somehow Ambrose is able to get the shoulder off the canvas. Bray Wyatt, I'm surprised he didn't knock him out cold with the force of that knee. But Ambrose has still got fight left in him. He's still alive. But for how much longer, I wonder. Wyatt's got the boot into the... Oh, no. Ambrose caught it. Ambrose now sweeps out the leg. Wyatt's in a tough predicament here. Oh, it's Ambrose. Not only the stomp to the midsection, but also just walking across him, using him as a stepping stone. I mean, very, very literally in this case. We know that Ambrose says that once he vanquishes Bray Wyatt tonight, he's going right after the WWE Championship. So not only is he metaphorically using Wyatt as a stepping stone, but quite literally in that instance. Then got him with a sliding forearm to the side of the head. Bray Wyatt, you can see he's still grabbing at his ribs. And these two men going to come out of this matchup certainly worse for wear. A very physical matchup like this. Look out. Ambrose with a middle rope bulldog. You saw the height, the impact on that one. Did he knock Wyatt out? 1, 2. No, he did not. It's going to take more than that to put away the Eater of Worlds, as Wyatt quickly trying to get back to his feet. But Ambrose again going to light him up with strikes, chops, a vicious headbutt. Oh, but Wyatt with the counter. Wyatt able to block that one, and now Exploder Suplex. Ambrose just absolutely floored by that one as Bray Wyatt now picks him up to his feet, tosses him, but Ambrose able to hang on to that top rope for dear life, but oh, this might only work against him. Bray Wyatt, we've seen this before. Apron DDT. Ambrose's skull spiked off the hardest part of the ring. And Bray Wyatt is loving this right now. Bray Wyatt, he loves to torment. Not only does he love to torment his opponents, his adversaries mentally, but once he gets into the zone like this, he will break you physically. No. No, right on the announce table. Bray Wyatt, a powerbomb right on the cover of that announce table. And Ambrose is just getting systematically torn apart by the Eater of Worlds right now. And again, the crowd falls under Wyatt's spell, as Wyatt almost trying to summon Ambrose to his feet. And he's got him from behind. He's going to get him this time with the inverted tilt-a-whirl gutbuster. Devastating move that is. Wait, who the hell is that? Well, Roman Reigns is watching the matchup backstage, but evidently he's got company. Who is that guy? Roman Reigns, he was almost assaulted with a steel chair, but Reigns having none of that, and this mystery man just gets tossed into the... And Roman Reigns is not messing around, folks. Oh, wait a minute, but Roman Reigns walks right into it. And this mysterious man now he's running away from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was watching this matchup, keeping an eye on Ambrose versus Wyatt, but now Reigns, where did that guy go? How did he disappear so fast? Well, Roman Reigns now headed out to the parking. Oh my God, who is this? Who is this Goliath of a man? Well, whoever he is, he's tearing Roman Reigns apart. Oh no. No, not on the concrete floor. No, there's no padding out there. That is pure, unforgiving concrete. And Roman Reigns just took a Death Valley driver right on top of it. And whoever this guy is, he's just, oh my God. And like a wasteland, just again drops him down. Meanwhile, Ambrose has been getting torn apart by Bray Wyatt. And I mean, truly, Wyatt is in his element right now. Ambrose loves to dish out punishment. He likes to torment his opponent, so I guess that's one thing that these two men have in common. And usually when that happens, usually if Bray Wyatt can find a common element that he shares with his opponent, well, that only makes it all the more fascinating, all the more entertaining for him to destroy it. And now look at Wyatt just pacing around the ring, just walking circles around Ambrose. It's just like a wild animal right now, is Bray Wyatt. Like a shark that smells blood in the water. Is again, Wyatt just leveling Ambrose with these vicious strikes. And that time he got him with the axe handle to the back of the head. Ambrose wasn't dodging that one. As he stumbles back to his feet, another massive punch to the jaw. Now Bray Wyatt, Irish whip, sending Ambrose off the ropes. And just floors him. With like a running cross. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Dean Ambrose kips back up to his feet after getting basically hit by a truck. And now Ambrose has got energy to spare. The adrenaline is pumping. Ambrose off the clothesline in the corner, takes him down to the Bulldog. And Dean Ambrose, well, Dean Ambrose, he has found his second wind in a major way. And just when it looked like Ambrose might have been out of this matchup, well, he's back. He's still alive and kicking. Bray Wyatt now, he's the one backed into a corner as Ambrose off the top rope. Got him with that elbow to the face. But Ambrose, not the perfect landing he was looking for. Took quite a spill himself. Oh, but there's a running drop kick to the face now. Dean Ambrose, he doesn't care what kind of damage he does to his body. All he cares about is doing damage to his opponent. And Roman Reigns just got whipped into that car. Roman Reigns is still getting destroyed by this man backstage on the parking lot. And now what is he? He's got Roman Reigns up on his shoulder. No, not out there! Good Lord! Well, Roman Reigns, he's not getting up after that. Meanwhile, this matchup is still going on. Ambrose has no clue that his backup has just been decimated by whoever those guys were. Ambrose, of course, he'd have no idea. He's still out here fighting Bray Wyatt with everything he's got. Was this a game plan by Bray Wyatt? Is this all a plan of Wyatt's design, or are those guys acting independently? Do they have some personal beef with Roman Reigns? Well, either way, Ambrose continuing the fight with Bray Wyatt here, as now he's got him. He's looking to go for the finish. He's looking for, no, but Wyatt able to force his way out of it. And now Wyatt, no, counter by Ambrose. Stiff elbow to the side of the head. And now Dean Ambrose has got Bray Wyatt up in the air. Look at the strength of Ambrose. And a devastating impact on that inverted facebuster. Bray Wyatt might have just got the wind knocked out of him as Ambrose now backs him up against the ropes. And Ambrose drops him down to the middle rope. There's a vicious punch straight in between the shoulder blades. And now Ambrose with a running knee. Ambrose looking to knock a couple of Wyatt's teeth out with that one. And you have to think that this matchup, I mean, how much more do these two men, these two monsters, have left in them? Bray Wyatt spun around in the corner. And Ambrose with all the strength he can muster, hoists him up to that top rope. And these two men are up in no man's land right now. Both men have their backs to the ring. This is not good. Not going to be good for either man. Oh, Wyatt slips out. Oh, my God. Wyatt slipped out the back door. And Ambrose hung out to dry on that top turnbuckle. And Bray Wyatt, he's looking to, like a vulture, just looking to pick up the scraps. And wouldn't this be ironic? The same way that Bray Wyatt defeated Sting, hanging him out on that top rope, then following through with a Sister Abigail. And I don't think Ambrose is kicking out of that. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. It's over. And Bray Wyatt defeats Dean Ambrose quite emphatically. And Ambrose and Wyatt, and these two men, they truly are monsters. I mean, they were throwing bombshells out there throughout the duration of this matchup. But in the end, it was Bray Wyatt who had more left in the tank. And you'll see it one more time. Sister Abigail seals it with a kiss. And Bray Wyatt, well, he defeats Dean Ambrose and I guess redeems a bit of his past, settles an old score. Whereas Dean Ambrose, I mean, his goal of going after the... Wait a minute. Oh, come on. The match is over. What more can you do, Bray? Evidently, the victory was not enough. Bray Wyatt doesn't feel as though he truly has vanquished his demons. Well, what more can he do to Ambrose? I mean, he's already won the match. What more does he want from him? Wait, what is he... What is Bray... He's got him up... No. You've got to be kidding me. Where's he taking him? Bray Wyatt is walking off with Dean Ambrose. I mean, Ambrose is lifeless after that match. Where's he going? And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally main event time. This one is for the WWE Championship. It is a fatal 4-way elimination match. We will see Shinsuke Nakamura, John Cena, and Rusev challenge Kevin Owens. And this Philadelphia crowd comes to life for one final time this evening in preparation for the main event. This is the big one as we await the arrival of the King of Strong Style, the Japanese sensation, Shinsuke Nakamura. And you can just listen to this place. This crowd, they are behind Shinsuke Nakamura 100%. You can hear them chanting along with Nakamura's iconic theme song. And it's going to be tough to say who's the favorite in this matchup. In Rusev, John Cena, Nakamura, all looking very impressive heading into this matchup. But then, of course, you can never count out the champion, Kevin Owens, who is... I mean, Kevin Owens is currently the longest reigning champion in the history of Universe Mode. He recently broke that record this past month. And now the question is, can Kevin Owens continue to extend his legendary title reign? I mean, he's going to have a very tough task ahead of him. I mean, taking on any one of these superstars in a singles matchup would be a daunting task. But now you factor in that it's a fatal 4-way. You got to go up against John Cena, Rusev, and Shinsuke Nakamura in one match. I mean, Kevin Owens, certainly it will be in for the fight of his life. That'll be the case for most of the men, if not all, in this matchup. The only one I may have I mean, of course, Shinsuke Nakamura, a very decorated athlete over in New Japan. So Shinsuke Nakamura, I mean, maybe in the WWE, has never been in a high-pressure situation like this on the grandest stage, the main event. But over in Japan, Shinsuke Nakamura, I mean, he knows what it takes to win championships. He knows what it takes to win the big one on the grand stage. So Shinsuke Nakamura, I don't know, you can't roll him out in a matchup like this. If anything, I would say Rusev is probably the least experienced with high-pressure situations like this. But even with that being said, Rusev has challenged for world championships before and has come up short. So you have to imagine that's going to be weighing on the back of his mind. But wait a minute, Nakamura's feeling it. And that's the thing with Shinsuke Nakamura, is that he's got the crowd in the palm of his hand. You can just hear it. You can hear the proof in this arena tonight. It's just thunderous here in Philadelphia. And that's one thing that I don't think either of the other three superstars are going to have. They're not going to have that overwhelming crowd support. And that certainly could give Nakamura some extra fuel, an extra desire, extra willpower to push forward and come out on top in this matchup. I mean, I'd say the only man who even really comes close to having any support from the crowd would be Rusev, but I mean, he certainly does not come out to an ovation like this every night. But Shinsuke Nakamura, of course, over in the corner, he's gearing up, just stretching himself, trying to loosen up, get ready for what could be the match of his career, at least his WWE career. I mean, he's going for the big prize, the WWE Championship. But if you want to talk about the WWE title, here is a former WWE Champion, a former two-time WWE Champion. This is, of course, the self-proclaimed face that runs the place, John Cena. And if you want to talk about high-pressure experience in high-pressure situations, well, look no further than this man. As I said, a former two-time WWE Champion in the series. John Cena, I mean, there's a reason why he has gained the nickname of Big Match John, because Mr. Cena, he can come out here and get the job done in clutch moments like this. I mean, just think back to WrestleMania. John Cena, in a matchup where if he would have lost to Roman Reigns, he would have been ineligible from competing for the WWE Championship for the entirety of the next year. But as you could easily guess by the matchup he's about to participate in, John Cena was victorious on that night. He defeated Roman Reigns, and as such, Roman Reigns was the man who was banned from title contention for the next year. So John Cena, he has gone on to thrive, of course, although not without a bit of a bump in the road. It was at Extreme Rules that John Cena went head-to-head with Shinsuke Nakamura, and it was Nakamura who came out on top. So John Cena, not only does he want that WWE Championship, but he's going to have a bit of a score to settle with the King of Strong Style. But if you want to talk about superstars who John Cena has, well, at least very recently, seemingly developed something of a hatred, a rivalry towards, you're looking at him, the Bulgarian brute, the super athlete, Rusev. I'd have to say, out of all the superstars who just a couple weeks ago on SmackDown just seemed to come out of the woodwork, aiming for this championship match, desiring to be named a participant in this Fatal 4-Way, Rusev and John Cena, I mean, they nearly came to blows themselves. Which, I don't know, I think there's a bit of a personal bitter rivalry perhaps in the making there between these two men. We'll just have to see how that affects this matchup here tonight. But Rusev, I mean, he's got a big victory on pay-per-view in the past several months as well to his record. Might not have been at WrestleMania, but he did defeat the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Of course, it was 1 month later at Payback, where Shinsuke Nakamura ended Lesnar's career, sent him packing out of the WWE. But if you want to talk about superstars who have been the most impressive, you want to talk about proving that they can hang at the top of the show, the top of the card. I mean, just look at the title he's holding. That's proof of what this man is capable of. Kevin Owens. I mean, if you want to talk about history with Brock Lesnar, Kevin Owens, He defeated Brock Lesnar and the King of the Ring winner Titus O'Neil back at Survivor Series to capture that WWE Championship. And he has not taken a step back since. He has been going 100% forward. Whatever that means, I'm not sure what I was going for. But Kevin Owens has been unstoppable. You talk about Brock Lesnar, Titus O'Neil, but also the superstars he has had to go through. The likes of Adrian Neville, The Undertaker, Daniel Bryan, and most recently at the Payback pay-per-view, CM Punk defeating the Second City Saint in his hometown. And among that list of names, well, I almost can't forget Goldberg as well, because if you want to talk about superstars Kevin Owens has gone up against and, well, possibly ended their careers, I mean, The Undertaker, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Goldberg all factor into the mix. And those are just the ones that I can think of off the top of my head. Kevin Owens, he is a dangerous one. Not only is he a dominant champion, a man who can back up what he says in the ring. Well, there it is. Kevin Owens trying to dictate the pacing of this matchup, trying to avoid his opponents here, ducking to the outside. Cena went to pursue him, but Kevin Owens is trying to let these three men fight it out amongst each other, but Rusev cutting off his path there, and there's Nakamura. Kevin Owens is not going anywhere. He's got enemies on all sides, and John Cena takes him down with a side Russian leg sweep. And now John Cena going after Shinsuke Nakamura. Rusev now making his way over to Kevin Owens. And this matchup is underway. We're breaking things down here. Kevin Owens whipped into the barricade. Shinsuke Nakamura thrown into the ring. So right now Rusev is just tossing Kevin Owens around, tossing him into everything he can manage to on the outside. And there's John Cena. He's got Nakamura, takes him down with Hurricanrana into the cover, shoulders down. Could we have our first elimination? But oh no. Nakamura with a counter. But now Cena reverses the pressure immediately too. And no, I thought maybe we were going to see our first elimination of the matchup right there. But it's not going to happen. As Nakamura bounced out of the corner, ducks underneath a clothesline, knife edge chop. And that one sent Cena reeling into the ropes. And here comes Shinsuke Nakamura now. The King of Strong Style showing us what he's got. Drives the knee into the back of the skull of John Cena, knocking him out to the floor. Meanwhile, Rusev and Kevin Owens, they're having a slugfest here on the other side of the ring, as Rusev dumps Kevin Owens over by that barricade. But the thing about this Fatal 4-Way, it might be an elimination matchup, but it is not Falls Count Anywhere. All pinfalls must occur in the ring. So, at least for Kevin Owens' sake, this is probably the best place for him. He does not want to be... I mean, if he's not inside the ring, he can't take a pin. And this is unlike a typical Fatal 4-Way or the triple threat, or the two triple threats we saw earlier this evening, where it's just one fall to the finish. Kevin Owens must be pinned in order to lose his title, so he doesn't have to worry about any sort of shenanigans, the possibility of having his title stolen from him. All Kevin Owens has to do is protect himself. He doesn't have to worry about breaking up pinfalls. He just has to preserve himself to preserve his reign. Because right now Kevin Owens has got Rusev up on his shoulders. Don't tell me he's going to drop him right on that announce table with a wasteland type maneuver. Meanwhile, Shinsuke Nakamura has got John Cena over by that barricade. Oh, he's looking to run it. Get him with a running knee. Draping him across that barricade and just driving the knee straight into the skull, showing us some of that strong style that he's so well versed in. But John Cena now with a Thez press, and John Cena hammers away. Meanwhile, Rusev has got Kevin Owens up on his shoulders, but he's going away from the announce table. Instead, Rusev getting him in position. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, he's going to drop him face first right across those steel steps as John Cena tosses Nakamura back inside the ring. But Nakamura's got him by the arm. Nakamura looking to make the escape, able to maneuver his way out of that predicament. And now Nakamura again back to the strikes. John Cena whipped into the turnbuckle, and Nakamura got him full force with that knee to the midsection. And now Shinsuke Nakamura with good vibrations, having some fun out there. That's the game plan for Nakamura. Just stay loose, stay composed. And of course Nakamura, when it comes to mind games, that's something. Oh, and there nothing mental about that. That's just a devastating kick to the skull too. But no, Cena kicks out. I'm actually surprised. We're getting a bit of support here for John Cena. So it appears as though there are some Cena fans here in Philadelphia. Although, to be fair, that'll be interesting to see if Kevin Owens and John Cena were to square off, who the people here in Philadelphia would end up rooting for. I mean, who truly is, I guess, the worst, the greatest evil in this matchup. But right now, John Cena's looking to put away Shinsuke Nakamura with a boot to the midsection. And he's lining him up for the code red. Shoulders down, legs are hooked. 1, 2, but a kick out by Nakamura. Nakamura doing everything he can to stay alive in this matchup. John Cena throwing up a pose for his Cena supporters in this crowd, for the C Nation, and drops him with a slingshot suplex. Meanwhile, Rusev and Kevin Owens continue their brawl. They've spilled into the crowd as John Cena hammers away on Nakamura. Nakamura on the receiving end of a bit of Cena strong style, as it were. And again, the crowd erupts for John Cena, which is, again, interesting. Not exactly what I would expect. But hey, this is the WWE. Anything can happen. As Cena now with a punch to the face. Oh, but Nakamura blocked that one. And now Cena staggered. Oh! Forget getting staggered. He just got drilled, and now a massive knee to the skull. That might have knocked Cena out cold. 1, 2. No, but Cena just manages to keep himself alive for just a little bit longer. But that massive knee nearly took him out. Gotta watch out for those if you're John Cena, if you're any of Nakamura's opponents in this matchup tonight. Another cover by Nakamura, but another kick out by Cena. Nakamura with a devastating rush of offense here. John Cena, it's all he can do just to get his shoulders off the mat. And if the pace keeps up like this, well, we might have our first elimination, as here comes Nakamura with an enziguri off the middle rope. And now Nakamura is looking to deliver a stomp straight to those ribs of the self-proclaimed face that runs the place. And again, Nakamura back to the kicks, the knees, doing what he does best. Driving that knee again straight into the sternum. As now Rusev has got Kevin Owens out by that equipment box. Look out! Nothing pretty about that, just slammed him right onto that equipment box. And Rusev could be looking to get rid of Kevin Owens right here and now. He's got that trash can in hand. Look out, no! Kevin Owens manages to take it away from him. And a massive running shoulder tackle. And Kevin Owens is going back to that trash can. Rusev was looking to use it, but now Kevin Owens is looking to turn the tables. The Bulgarian Brute could be in trouble here as Kevin Owens just clocked him right across the top of the skull with that trash can. And now Kevin Owens has now got the steel chair. He's got a steel chair in hand. Look out, no! Rusev able to pull it away from him. And there's a massive knee, dropped Owens to his knees, and delivers a couple of vicious stomps. Straight into the chest, straight into the heart. That black heart of Kevin Owens. And now Rusev just tossing him around like a rag doll. And again, Rusev is measuring him. Could be looking for a running start. Could be looking for one of those devastating... Oh, wait, he's changed his mind. Now he's got a steel chair in hand. Look out, Owens! But this time it's Owens who managed to take the chair away from him just in the nick of time. Then bouncing him skull first off that equipment box. Rusev is dazed. He has no clue where he's at. Just trying to get away. Oh, but again, his skull bounced off the equipment box. As Kevin Owens now boot to the midsection. What's Owens looking to do? No, wait a minute. Whatever it was, it's blocked by Rusev. Perhaps Kevin Owens could have been looking for maybe a powerbomb out there, and that would have been no good for Rusev. But again, this is a tricky situation for these two. Because on one hand, yeah, you can take one of these men out of the matchup temporarily, but not permanently. Then you'd have to lug that dead weight back into the ring. I'm sure that's not what these two are concerned about right now. They're just trying to get rid of each other, to take out the competition. Meanwhile, in the ring, John Cena and Nakamura continue to trade blows. As Shinsuke Nakamura, he's going to win on that front. You're not going to win a battle of fists with Shinsuke Nakamura. As there's a vicious forearm, another one. Cena dropped against the ropes. So Nakamura sends him off. Oh, he went for a running knee, but it's blocked. Cena able to, well, dodge it rather. And now Cena, sit out powerbomb, shoulders down, referee in position, 2. But Nakamura manages to keep himself alive in this matchup for at least another few moments. But Cena gonna dump Nakamura over the top rope, but look out behind you, Cena. Look out behind you, Cena. Rusev has just entered the ring. Cena has no idea. And Rusev got, no, wait, Cena caught him. Cena was wise to it. He managed to counter into a gut-wrench suplex. As Kevin Owens has been incapacitated over in the crowd after Rusev just decimated him. And now here's John Cena looking to decimate Rusev with a devastating short arm clothesline. And now Cena to the middle rope. John Cena looking to take a risk, looking to take a gamble. That's what you've got to do to try to get these early eliminations in a fatal 4-way elimination matchup like this. Cena now off the diving shoulder block, hooks the leg. No, but not even a 2 count. I think this is a bit of that recent rivalry that's been stirring up between Rusev and Cena. That animosity, Rusev refusing to show any signs of weakness against Cena, kicking at it. 1! And just about took the air straight out of the lungs of John Cena with that vicious knee lift. And a massive uppercut-like chop to the chin. Maybe even to the throat of John Cena. That might be more appropriate. And now it's Cena getting tossed around like a rag doll. Rusev putting his power on display for everyone to see. It's not too often that you see John Cena getting tossed around like this. Rusev is just manhandling him right now. And perhaps Rusev could be closing in on an elimination, a massive clothesline. Like getting hit by a freight train. As John Cena is in a world of trouble, Rusev is just whittling away at him. Drives him face first into the turnbuckle. Punch to the midsection. And again, you hear the crowd, surprisingly enough. We've got a couple, again, those Cena supporters. That's the thing about Cena, is that typically most people don't, at least recently, people haven't really... Wait a minute, Cena's caught the foot. Cena caught the foot, plants Rusev face first. But that's the thing about John Cena, is that he always has fans, just as he's always had haters. And even though it seems as though the negativity has gotten to Cena's head over the last several months, it seems as though tonight, perhaps, this is an opportunity for Cena to get in the zone. He's got some people behind him, for whatever reason. I'm not sure why they're cheering him, but then again, I'm sure there are people out there who aren't sure why people boo John Cena in the first place. So now it goes both ways. There's John Cena throwing up a pose again, getting a bit of a solid reaction from the crowd here. As Rusev now whipped off the ropes, Cena ducks underneath. Oh wait, looking for the Hurricane. No! Cena looking for a Hurricanrana, but he got caught with a powerbomb, hook of the leg, not hook of the leg rather, just a cover. And as a result, I think that might have saved Cena. If Rusev had hooked the leg, Cena might have been done. But Cena, all he had to do was just, with all the strength he could muster, just lift that shoulder off the canvas at the last possible second, and now Rusev is going to work yet again. Wasn't able to put him away with that incredible counter. So now Rusev's got to go back on the offensive. He's got Cena, got him right where he wants him, and plants him down. Off that swinging side slam. Now the cover again, and again does not hook the leg. And again, Cena just gets the shoulder off the canvas. Rusev is getting a little sloppy here. Rusev's got to take a step back. Try to, understand what he's doing. So perhaps he's getting a little too caught up in the moment. Of course, Rusev, like I said, has been in a World Championship match before, back at the Royal Rumble. He took on Dolph Ziggler in a singles match. But tonight, it's fatal 4-way elimination. Rusev, perhaps his failure at the Royal Rumble could be getting to him, could be causing him a bit of distress. But right now, Rusev trying to just shake it off, trying to power through it. As he just tossed John Cena with that fall-away slam off that top rope. And now look out, Cena taken down with like a back suplex turned into a rock bottom. Beautiful move by Rusev, and now Cena dumps him over the top rope, and there goes Rusev. He takes a spill to the outside, and now it's Kevin Owens from behind. Kevin Owens out of nowhere takes advantage of the opportunity given to him, blindsides John Cena, and now Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is looking to dish out some punishment. There's a punch to the face, punch to the midsection, kick to the midsection. Now John Cena taken up to the top rope as Kevin Owens, massive DDT spiking Cena's skull into the canvas. As now Kevin Owens grabs him by the skull, brings him back to his feet. Now John Cena gonna go over the top rope. As Kevin Owens clears house, but look out behind you, Owens. Now it's Nakamura's turn to blindside Kevin Owens with a vicious knee, followed by a kick straight across the back of Kevin Owens, right in between the shoulder blades. And Owens able to block that forearm. Delivers now with a kick to the midsection of his own, and then just levels him with a shoulder block. Nakamura spills to the outside, trying to escape. Might have just been on pure instinct, but Kevin Owens follows him to the outside now. Hooks that arm back. Oh, a side Russian leg sweep, and just crushing that left arm of Shinsuke Nakamura out on the concrete floor. And now whipping him straight into the apron. Kevin Owens, of course, he's not one to hold back in that ring. He will end your career if you give him the opportunity. Because right now, Kevin Owens, he's just toying with Nakamura. Drops him face first, straight across that barricade. And we truly are in Bizarro world. We're getting a few kill Owens kill chants. I have lost all semblance of what this crowd is thinking here tonight. But Kevin Owens off the top rope crossbody. Didn't quite get the best landing he was looking for. In fact, that crossbody might have taken more out of him than it took out of Nakamura. As Kevin Owens now has him with like a knuckle sandwich to the side of the skull, but Nakamura forces his way out of it. And now Kevin Owens is reeling. Nakamura pulls him back straight into a knee. And you can see Kevin Owens just gasping for air. But Nakamura's got him right where he wants him. Normally I'd say right in the palm of his hand. But right now Kevin Owens is at the mercy of Nakamura's vicious knees. And that's when you can see that Nakamura, he's kicking it into high gear. Just no restraint behind those vicious strikes. Kevin Owens lifted up to the top rope. Nakamura rolls back, and with a full head of steam, gets him with another knee to the midsection. And down into the cover goes Nakamura. Hook of the leg. 2. But again, Kevin Owens kicks out. We have yet to see our first elimination in this matchup. Not for a lack of effort, mind you. These 4 men have just been slugging it out there. Just throwing everything into this matchup. But that just goes to show the endurance, the strength that these 4 men possess. They truly are 4 of SmackDown's best. And they are all waging war against one another, all for the sake of Kevin Owens' WWE Championship. Is Kevin Owens off the middle rope? Moonsault! Picture perfect moonsault by Kevin Owens. As now it's Nakamura who's gasping for air. But Kevin Owens just scoops him off the canvas and drops him with a vertical suplex. As Kevin Owens now, he's got Nakamura. Kevin Owens is going to go to work on that knee, go to work on that leg. Try to take away Nakamura's best weapon from his arsenal. Try to neutralize that Kinshasa, but Nakamura pushes him off. That's the last thing Nakamura needs, is having any more damage done to that knee. And Shinsuke Nakamura now has Kevin Owens up on his shoulders, looking to change up his game plan a bit. Instead of striking, looking for a grapple, but Kevin Owens blocked it. And now Kevin Owens has got him. Gutbuster. And runs through with the senton. And again, Nakamura's in trouble. Owens the cover. 1, 2. But Nakamura just peels his shoulder off the canvas, and you think maybe if Owens had hooked the leg, maybe he would have had him. But it was not meant to be. Now just look at Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, just pure disrespect, pure malice. Just crushing the air. Again, going back to crushing the air out of the ribs, out of the lungs of Nakamura, just driving that boot straight into the torso. Nothing pretty about that, but Nakamura, he'll deliver back with some ferocity of his own. Counters into a jawbreaker, couple of forearms. Owens staggered into the corner, and Nakamura up to the middle rope. Oh, he got him with a knee! Got him with a knee to the back of the head. And Kevin Owens, he's rocked right now. This could be Nakamura's opportunity. This could be Nakamura's big chance to put him away. Owens is staggered. Nakamura, inverted exploder suplex. And Kevin Owens is in a world of trouble. Nakamura, he's looking for it. He's calling for the Kinshasa. And this could be the beginning of the end for Kevin Owens. Nakamura is just lying in wait as Owens stumbles to his feet. Boot to the midsection. Here we go. No! Kevin Owens able to counter the Kinshasa with a drop toe hold. And he escapes certain disaster right there, as now he rolls him over, got him in a sharpshooter. Kevin Owens again going back to work on that leg and the lower back of Nakamura with this sharpshooter. I mean, Kevin Owens, he's got to do something about that leg, got to do something about that Kinshasa. Nearly saw his title reign go up in smoke, but Nakamura able to force his way out of it. Nakamura able to escape the sharpshooter. Kevin Owens again knocked against those ropes as Nakamura whips him off. No, wait. A counter by Kevin Owens. Nakamura dropped down to the canvas. Meanwhile, on the outside, Cena and Rusev back to their feet, and they're trading bombs back and forth. Look out, Rusev not on the floor. Alabama slam. An Alabama slam on the concrete floor by Rusev. Nakamura dumped to the outside, and Kevin Owens with a full head of steam was looking to go for perhaps that cannonball dive. Rusev nearly kicked his damn head off, but he can't even get the pin. Somehow Owens just managed to peel his shoulder off the canvas a split second before the 3 count. Wow, Kevin Owens, 1 minute. He's thinking of going for a cannonball dive on Nakamura. The next, he's getting his head kicked in. As Rusev brings him to his feet, a massive headbutt, vicious headbutt by Rusev. Oh, and now Kevin Owens, his leg is in trouble. Here comes Rusev with a full head of steam. Straight into that left leg, that left knee of Kevin Owens. And for all the damage that Kevin Owens was trying to do to Nakamura's knee, he might have it brought back on him. It's now Rusev with a stomp to the midsection. Cena has been taken out with an Alabama slam. Nakamura dumped to the floor. It's just Rusev and Kevin Owens. Rusev looking for a vertical suplex, but Kevin Owens managed to block it and reverse it. As we're back to, well, almost back to where we started, although this time these two men are in the ring rather than outside of it. And here we go. There's that same move that Kevin Owens used on Nakamura earlier. That side Russian leg sweep just crushing up the arm of the Bulgarian brute. As there's a punch to the face, Kevin Owens. Now a kick to the knee, and now it's Rusev. It's Rusev perhaps having his knee targeted. Which is very bitter assault there by Kevin Owens, as now he's got Rusev, draped him off that top rope, and spiked him with a vicious DDT. And now Kevin Owens going to the top rope, looking to take a risk. Up in the high rent district. No, but it didn't pay off. That's why they call it high risk. No reward for Kevin Owens. And instead, he may pay the ultimate price as Rusev plants him with a Uranagi side slam down into the cover. 1, 2, but again, Kevin Owens gets his shoulder off the canvas, and again, we get another near fall. Yet to have a single elimination in this matchup so far. But now Rusev, look at Rusev. He's got the leg. He's got Kevin Owens all wrapped up in this modified abdominal stretch. And Kevin Owens, I mean, he's at the mercy of the beast right now. Wait a minute. So much for that. Kevin Owens able to maneuver his way out of it. As Rusev rolls to the outside looking for some sort of reprieve. But Kevin Owens, he's going to hit that cannonball dive. Might not have been on Nakamura. But he caught Rusev with that one, just crushed him. As now, Kevin Owens rolls him into the ring. Rusev trying to get back to his feet, trying to stay off the mat, avoid a pinfall attempt. And now Rusev trying to block this move with elbows to the skull. Now Rusev has got Kevin Owens looking for another one of those swinging side slams, drills him straight down into the canvas. And Kevin Owens, you can see, he's taken some severe damage to that lower back. And Rusev again tossing him around the ring. Showcasing just exactly what he's made of, what brought him to the dance. And Rusev is just measuring Owens. Owens reeling against those ropes. And Rusev has got him. Oh, and just an inverted suplex across that top rope. That'll take the wind out of you for sure. Kevin Owens not going to be doing too much running around after that. Because there's a vicious knee to the face by Rusev. Now he's got Owens up on his shoulders. Rusev taking him over to those ropes. And he's going to drop him. Drop him across that top rope with a modified slingshot. Oh, but Nakamura's back in the ring. Nakamura's back in the fight. Rusev with a knee to the face. Went for a punch, but Nakamura strikes back with a forearm. And now Nakamura lights Rusev up with a flurry of strikes. Kevin Owens back to his feet. But he's going to get kicked in the back for his troubles. And a kick to the face to boot. Nakamura is like a house of fire right now. He's just single-handedly massacring Rusev and Kevin Owens right now. There's another series of strikes to Kevin Owens, but now Rusev from behind. And Nakamura, you can't take on two men at once. As Rusev drops him with a German suplex. And now he's going to dump Kevin Owens to the outside, get rid of Kevin Owens so he can just focus on Nakamura. Try to get the first elimination in this matchup. As Nakamura, no, was looking for that fake-out kick, but Rusev caught the leg, tripped him up, and drops him straight on the back of his head with a Saito suplex. And you have to wonder who's going to, at this rate, who's going to be the first man to get an elimination? Are we going to have any at this rate? These four men just will not give an inch. Kevin Owens and Cena, they are down on the outside. Nakamura able to block the kick from Rusev. And now Nakamura with a modified cutter right there. Drops Rusev to the canvas. And now Nakamura is feeling it. This crowd is feeling it. Nakamura's getting in the zone. Could be looking to line up the Kinshasa, but first, an inverted exploder suit. Wait, look out, Nakamura. John Cena with a crossbody. He's back in this fight. John Cena looking for the elimination. Does he have him? One? Does he have him? No, not even a 2 count. Nakamura quickly kicks out. Nakamura wants to stay off the canvas at all costs. As Rusev gets drilled with a shoulder tackle, he rolls to the outside. As now, oh no, John Cena, attitude adjustment. Nakamura taken down with an attitude adjustment, but Cena himself is spent. As now Rusev climbing to the top rope. He's managed to recover. Oh, and look out. Rusev with a spear off the top rope. He's taken himself out as well. Nakamura's down. Oh no, and there's only one man left standing, and that's Kevin Owens. That's the WWE Champion who scales to the top rope. Look out below. Frog splash. Hook of the leg on Nakamura. 1, 2, 3. Nakamura is out of this matchup for the first time since arriving to the WWE. Nakamura has been pinned. But it took a hell of an effort, an attitude adjustment, a spear from the top rope by Rusev, and a frog splash by Kevin Owens. I mean, as good as Nakamura is, you'd have to be Superman to kick out of that. But Nakamura, he's out of this matchup, and we're down to 3. It's Rusev, Cena, and Owens. And I can't deny, that is a game changer. Nakamura, if not for Kevin Owens, Nakamura might have been my pick to win this matchup. But he's the first one out. So now we're just down to Rusev and Cena, and you can see Kevin Owens is in the ring. Cena and Rusev perhaps looking to work together, a bit of teamwork here, as they've got him surrounded on all sides, and that's what we're going to see. We're going to see a bit of a temporary alliance between Cena and Rusev. A double gutbuster delivered to Kevin Owens. We'll see how long this alliance lasts. We know the Bella Twins tried to use this approach earlier against Asuka, and that didn't work out too well. Very short-lived affair there, but so far, Cena and Rusev seem to be on the same page. The goal seems to be to eliminate what they perceive as the biggest threat, and that is the current champion, Kevin Owens. As Owens just got floored with a clothesline by Rusev, and now it's John Cena's turn to deliver a clothesline of his own. As Owens right now, Owens, he is in a world of trouble. He is by far the worst for wear at the moment, as Rusev backs him into the corner and just hammers away. Here comes, but Cena, strike from behind. John Cena betrays him. Attitude adjustment, and there you see the alliance breaks down. 1, 2, no. Rusev managed to survive. Oh, and a massive clothesline. Kevin Owens just floored John Cena. And just as quickly as the alliance begins, It is torn apart by John Cena. I mean, he was looking to get the quick elimination on Rusev there, trying to catch him by surprise. But it has backfired on him, that's for sure. Because now it's Cena who's down on the canvas. As Kevin Owens with a punch to the face. Oh, but Kevin Owens now, he's going to send John Cena into the corner and a massive splash. A massive splash by Kevin Owens. John Cena sandwiched between Rusev and Owens. And, well, Rusev met with the full force, not just from Kevin Owens, but of John Cena as well. As Rusev now, or I should say Kevin Owens rather, off the Michinoku driver, looking for the elimination, but Cena manages to kick out. And now Rusev a punch to the face. Kevin Owens dumped over the top rope, but he manages to hang on. Hanging on for dear life. And with a forearm, Rusev is staggered. Cena a punch to the back of Rusev. And here comes Kevin Owens with an axe handle. An axe handle sending Rusev to the outside. And now it's John Cena and Kevin Owens in the ring. They command the spotlight as Kevin Owens, couple of stomps, just stomping a mud hole in John Cena. Cena rolling to the outside, trying to escape, trying to pull himself back to his feet with the aid of the ropes. But Kevin Owens, he can hit him from there as well. Spike DDT. I mean, John Cena is he's just a mess right now, just a crumbled heap through those ropes. Now the cover, this might do it. But John Cena manages to power out emphatically before the count of 3. John Cena showing some defiance on his part, showing some endurance, but I mean, that'll only get you so far. How much longer is Cena going to be able to... Oh! Able to counter the German suplex. Rather, I should say the attempted German suplex. And John Cena, Tornado DDT. Tornado DDT into the cover. 1, 2. No, but Owens kicks out. Somehow, Kevin Owens managed to survive. But right now, it's John Cena showing his aggression. Giving it everything he's got out there. As right now, Rusev is down on the outside. It's all Cena and Owens. And a counter by Kevin Owens. And Cena was looking for a powerbomb of his own. But Owens with a reversal. Now Spinebuster. A vicious Spinebuster. You could see the whiplash on that one. It's John Cena now. John Cena's going to be on the receiving end of a Kevin Owens beatdown. Look at this. He's got him in the submission. Got him in the crossface. The crossface is applied. And there's no rope break in a Fatal 4-Way matchup. So John Cena, he's going to have to fight his way out of it. And that's just what he does. Cena, through pure willpower, pure adrenaline alone, manages to force his way out of that crossface. And now John Cena quickly scales to the top rope, looking to take a big risk for a big payoff. The leg drop across the back of the neck of Kevin Owens, hook of the leg. Do we have an elimination? 1, 2. No! Owens kicks out again. And, I mean, what is it going to take to put this man down? What is it going to take to put Kevin Owens away for good? What's it going to take to get that title off of him? Oh, John Cena bounces out of the corner. Owens able to dodge it now. Pump handle neck breaker. And now Cena's in trouble. Hook of the leg by Owens. 1, 2. No. Cena kicks out. And the crowd is split right now. You heard a couple of Kevin Owens chants earlier. Now the crowd is chanting for John Cena. And Kevin Owens is starting to get frustrated here. Perhaps the crowd getting behind John Cena is only infuriating ever more so. Got him with a go-home driver, hook of the leg. 2. And Cena kicks out. And this is where John Cena's at his best. Whether the crowd is cheering him or booing him, as long as the crowd is making noise, that gives John Cena the extra energy, the extra adrenaline to keep pushing forward. But Kevin Owens is trying to keep the crowd out of this one. But it's not working. The crowd continues to chant as Kevin Owens got Cena up on that top rope. No way. No way. You're not thinking he's looking for an attitude adjustment from up there. But John Cena with a couple elbows. No way. He's not thinking. John Cena, Bulldog off the top rope. Kevin Owens planted. Cena struggles to get to his feet. I mean, look at Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is in a world of trouble. John Cena looking to put him away. He's thinking it. You know what's coming. Attitude adjustment. Hook of the leg. Kevin Owens is done. 2. No. This man isn't human. This monster, Kevin Owens, he's not human. How did he kick out of that? But John Cena's got energy to spare. The crowd has rallied behind him, and now John Cena drops him with the 5 moves of doom. Rather, that's the 4. Here comes the 5th. And this is vintage John Cena right now. You can't see this. Kevin Owens off the ropes. 5-knuckle shuffle. A 5-knuckle shuffle. John Cena checks his shoes. Makes sure everything is in order as he looks to put Kevin Owens away. He's got him up on his shoulders, looking for the second one. But no, it's countered. Impaler DDT. Kevin Owens blocks the attitude adjustment, counters into an Impaler DDT. And now a boot to the midsection. Oh no. Cena off the ropes. Pop-up powerbomb. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. Cena's done. Kevin Owens picks up his 2nd elimination in this matchup. But, I mean, John Cena, for a moment there, I thought Cena had him. I thought he was going to eliminate Owens from this match for good, but it just wasn't going to happen. Kevin Owens, he's too dominant. And now the question is, can Rusev do it? Can Rusev topple the mammoth, the giant, the destroyer that is Kevin Owens? Cena is out. Nakamura is out. We're down to 2. As Rusev heads into the ring, and here we go. Rusev throwing shots, but now Kevin Owens answers back with some of his own. It's back and forth. These two men are having a slugfest in the center of the ring. And this has been an all-out war for the last 40 minutes. These two men have been part of a brutal, incredible contest. But who is going to walk out with the title? Who is going to walk out the WWE Champion? Owens able to dodge a kick. Now the roll-up. He's looking to steal this one. 1, 2. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Rusev rolls through. Rusev the counter. Owens is in trouble. No. Owens manages to survive. Of course, no rope break in this fatal 4-way. As now, Rusev's clubbing blows, vicious clubbing blows to the back of Kevin Owens. I don't know how these two men can still stand. I don't know how they're still going after all this. Especially Kevin Owens. I mean, Kevin Owens on the receiving end of an attitude adjustment off of a top rope bulldog. I have no idea how he kicked out of it. But Rusev now, Rusev only continues to add more punishment, more damage to Kevin Owens. As a couple of belly-to-belly suplexes, Rusev is getting in the zone. As he stomps the mat, Owens stumbles to his feet. Here comes the 3rd. No, wait, Owens able to block it. Blocked that 3rd attempted belly-to-belly suplex. Now Rusev knocked against the ropes. Kevin Owens could be looking for a reverse STO off that top rope. Rusev planted face first into the canvas as Kevin Owens brings him to his feet. And Kevin Owens, he's looking for the pump handle neck breaker. Is that going to be enough to put Rusev away? Hook of the leg. 1, 2. No. The super athlete stays alive. And Kevin Owens, and after everything that Kevin Owens has had to go through to survive to this point, you have to wonder how much more can he take mentally, not just physically. As now Rusev dumped to the outside. Kevin Owens looking for another cannonball, but Rusev, this time he met him. He cut him off with the pass with a vicious punch to the face. As now Kevin Owens stumbles to his feet. Rusev sizing him up. Super kick. A super kick to the back of the skull. Might have knocked him out cold. Hook of the leg. New WWE Champion. 2. No. You've got to be kidding me. What is it going to take? What can't this man kick out of? Oh, it might not be a matter of kicking out because Rusev has got the accolade. The accolade is cinched in. Kevin Owens, no rope break to save him. He is caught in the accolade with nowhere to go. He's going to have to try to find a way to fight out of this, to power through it, or else he'll get broken by it. No! Kevin Owens able to slip out the back door. Rusev now staggered, and Kevin Owens drops him straight on the back of his head. straight on the back of his head with that vicious suplex. And now Kevin Owens is going to go to work on that neck. He's got him up in the torture rack position. Torture rack neck breaker. And Owens hooks the leg down into the cover. Surely this will do it. No, it won't. No, it will not. The super athlete is still alive and kicking. And Kevin Owens cannot believe it. He's in disbelief as Rusev trying to get to his feet. But Owens with a devastating boot to the face. And now Kevin Owens. Oh, you're kidding me. Well, this could be the ultimate humiliation as Kevin Owens applies an accolade of his own. And now it's Rusev who might submit. No, Rusev uses the same method of escape that Kevin Owens used and uses it against him. Is now Rusev Uranagi slam, but still on his feet. Rusev brings Owens back to his, and he's gonna drop him with another one. Back-to-back Uranagi side slams, but Rusev is not done. Rusev spins him around, got him up for that back suplex, whatever move. I'll figure out the technicalities of it later, but right now Rusev has just leveled Kevin Owens. Owens is down, Rusev scaling to the top rope. And he's calling Kevin Owens to his feet. Could be looking for that devastating top rope spear. The same move that beat Brock Lesnar. No! Kevin Owens caught him in midair. Turned it into a power slam. And now Kevin Owens. Owens to the top rope. Look out below. Swanton bomb. Hook of the leg on Rusev. 1, 2. No! This is incredible. How can these two men still survive? Well, either way, this match will continue. Rusev manages to kick it. Oh, no. No, he's not going to do it. Well, Kevin Owens was looking to powerbomb Rusev to the floor. But after all the damage he's taken, his back gave out. And a vicious super kick to the back of the skull for the second time. Owens is in trouble. Rusev has him right in the palm of his hand. As Kevin Owens whipped into the corner. Rusev. What is he thinking? He's gonna take Owens to the high rent district. Rusev has got something big here. He's cooking something. Oh no. Rusev gonna join him. Rusev's thinking superplex. He's going for it. Is he gonna hit it? Yes, he does. Superplex. Owens is down. Center of the ring. Covered by Rusev. 1, 2. No! And Owens kicks out again. I'm starting to think that this man cannot be defeated. It is physically impossible. What is finally going to put this man away? What can keep him down? Well, this might keep Rusev down. Pop-up powerbomb. No! Rusev countered it with a Hurricanrana. Rusev able to counter the pop-up powerbomb. And now Kevin Owens. Well, Kevin Owens back on the receiving end as Rusev drives him into the corner. Plants him with a power slam. And Rusev could be channeling what might be his last rally. Rusev just headbutting the turnbuckle. He is a man with a mission right now. And Kevin Owens, this might be the beginning of the end. As Rusev got him again, belly-to-belly suplex. Rusev is just waiting for the right moment. Owens stumbles to his feet. Rusev, shot to the face. And he's got him, looking for the torture rack back. No! Owens stuck the landing. Look at this. Takes him down with a Yoshi Tonic. 2. No! Owens nearly got him with the Yoshi Tonic. Managed to counter the attempted torture rack backbreaker. Now the boot to the midsection. He's going for it again. Rusev going for the ride. Pop-up powerbomb. Owens into the cover. 1, 2. And it's over. What a match. What a performance, not just from the 3 challengers, but from Kevin Owens, a clean sweep. Not only did he pin Nakamura and John Cena, but he pins Rusev as well. But you can see here, Kevin Owens, admittedly, that first elimination, he had a bit of assistance from Cena and Rusev. It took a hell of an effort to get Nakamura out of this matchup. But at that point, it was John Cena who stepped up next. It looked like Cena might have been the man to put Kevin Owens away. But it was not meant to be. That attitude adjustment, not even that could keep Owens down, because here it was. The pop-up powerbomb. And there's no kicking out of that. John Cena, he couldn't do it. Rusev gave it a shot. But of course, he met the same fate. And now you have to wonder, can Kevin Owens be stopped? Can anyone take that title away from him? I mean, you saw here in this Fatal 4-Way matchup, Owens eliminated all the challengers, defeated all the competition. Can anybody truly stand up to Kevin Owens as an equal? Can anybody match his level of intensity, his level of dominance? At this point, I'm starting to think that it can't be done. Kevin Owens is just a monster. He's a machine. You can't stop him. You can't break him. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed what was an incredible and an outstanding Battleground pay-per-view. And there's the title. There's the prize that Kevin Owens, that no man can take from him. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, keep on YouTubing.